How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys and girls. Hope all of you are having a good one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Hopefully today we get some Shadowlands updates, unless Blizzard decide to blue ball us like they did week before. Well, actually, no. Last week they gave us Ardenwold, but the week before that there was actually just nothing. Not even like, hey, new Torghast stuff has been added. Maybe you want to check it out. No, they were just like, no, nothing new. Sorry. Yeah, we're going to be quiet today. Just going to be quiet. No biggie. And then last week, or the week after that, boring week, there was Ardenwold. And then we're going to do the whole like, hey, we got a big stream, but then they postpone it. We don't know when it's gonna come back. Hopefully next week, dude. Because just like, what the fuck. So yeah, hopefully today we'll see someone here, something from MALDRAXXUS, or anything really from the alpha. We could fuck around on some stuff on the alpha though. Apparently mages are busted. We could take a look at that. We can take a look at what a mage can do damage wise, boys. Apparently it's amazing. They're broke. We can mess with it, dude. I can show you what that's going on. Yeah, boy type. Fire mages are broken, dude. You know the whole arcane. We could actually do some keys. We could do some keys today, boys. We could be the conquistadors and do some keys, okay? We can conquer these goddamn dungeons all fucking day while waiting for MALDRAXXUS or whatever we have on the alpha. So we'll probably do that. First things first, though. Let me go and grab a drink, okay? Let me grab a soda. I'm parched. I'm craving some Dr. Pepper. I need the doctor, dude. I need the fucking doctor. So let me grab the Dr. Pepper. Well, you guys have some music to listen to. And then we'll get back into the fun, right? Yeah? Okay, be right back. Seriously. Man the fort while I'm gone, okay? Okay, we're back. We got a fresh Dr. Pepper popped open, and we're good to go. Yeah? Woo! Alrighty, boys. So, we're gonna be on the Vigil and Watch of Wowhead. Outside of that, should we just go and do some keys? Also, should we do Alpha first? Because I want to fuck around first. I don't want to do anything real. I want to first fuck around. Should we fuck around the Alpha? Or should I show you Shadowlands first? Because we'll bounce. We're gonna be like a fucking ball bouncing all over the fucking place, dude. Woo! Let's see a fire. Okay, let's do the fire thing. Shadowlands first. I'll show you this fire thing. Whew. And it's good. It's juicy. Oh my god. Oh my god. I might make a video on it. I feel like there's already a video on it. But we could be the next one. BNet. It's MALDRAXXUS. It's not up yet. BNet is having a hard time loading, by the way. Oh, there we go. Are they getting hit with a thing again? Is that what's going on? Oh. Okay, don't worry about it. Do a fire mage short gas? No. I want to show you guys a fire mage bug that's up right now that's making mages super fucking strong. Let me show you that first. But Torghast run, you're not going to be able to see that in the good old Torghast run. Not gonna lie. Damo, man, what's up, Arthur? We got ourselves Matador, Dominic, Mark. I look hard. Bombara, Cam, Boy Type, Kren the Beautiful, Pedro, Nero. We got ourselves Cam, King, Austin, Danilo, Luca. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Kosovo, I don't know what the hell you just said. Well, I don't know what Luca just said, but it was like, it's kind of like Russian letters in there, but not really. It's like Polish, maybe? Like shoe polish? I'm joking. Bad joke, right? But either way, I have no idea what you said, my man. I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna go on there. Revendreth Mage Hero, boys. We need some training dummies to show you this. Serbian? I don't know Serbian. Русские есть? Русские есть? Где ты русские? Где? Where the fucking Russians at, huh? Where y'all hiding? Round up all the Russians, dude. Toss them in a vat full of vodka. Let him firm him. Let him firm a little bit. Shifu Master no mobile. What's up, man? How are you, my man? Yeah, where the boys are at. Serbian, but he's in politics. Fuck politics, dude. I don't know what you mean by politics. Is that like letters? Or what? I don't know what that means. We're talking about politics? Get the fuck. Привет, hello. Welcome to the Soviet Union, comrade. Give me your fucking money. You would think like they'll give you stuff, but no, you actually just gotta give. That's what Russians. That's all you do in the Soviet Union, dude. You just give. They take. We're gonna go to Orgrimmar so I can show you this thing, okay? So, Blizzard thought it was a good idea to give mages Phoenix Flames as a baseline ability, and they changed the mastery so you no longer so ignites no longer spread by themselves. Instead, you have to use an ability to trip up a big ignite, right? So they made it so that Fire Blast spreads you ignite. So it will take whatever ignite is on the enemy and it will spread it to everybody around you. But then they changed it. They wanted me to keep Fire Blast for the basic rotation with the whole combustion playstyle and everything, all that. But then they changed it so that now Phoenix Flames is the AoE ignite spreader. It's a cleave ability with 3 charges as it was back then, but that spreads you ignite. So no longer can you like just randomly have ignites randomly spread. That has been the one to make it more of like a player control thing, which I think is kind of cool, but I don't really know. That's, I mean, I guess there's some advantages and disadvantages. Why the hell fuck is Khadgar doing here? Hey Khadgar, how you doing? Am I the only one here in Orgrimmar? Oh my god, this place is boarded up because Saurfang is out? Is that on purpose? Maybe that's on purpose. Or maybe I'm a certain portion of the quest where that shit isn't working. There's boarded up, but then again there's Sylvanas loyalists here too. The Banshee loyalists. What do you think send rogues in Shadowlands? They're okay. They're kind of low on damage though, from the logs that I've seen. Maybe it's too early to tell, but they seem like a little low. She had a stone heart. What is this? Oh, is that another mage? Yeah, there's another mage fucking around with this stuff in here. Rish Mage. What are you trying to do out here, huh? You trying to make a video too? Unless that is another fucking mage. Alright, so this is what we do. Okay, so we're gonna go for a proper mage build. Meteor, we got that. We need to make sure there is a macro for Meteor. We already have it. Yeah, toss it. Bam. Okay, we can make Meteor happen. Ring of this crap. This is gonna go here. We'll get rid of Blast Wave just so we can have a spot for Meteor. Searing Touch is fine. Come in soon. We'll go Flame On just so we can have an extra charge of Fire Blast, right? But Phoenix Flames right now is baseline, and that's the ability that spreads you mastery. Where is it? Yeah, so your target burns for additional damage over fire damage that you do with Fireball, Fire Blast, Scourge, Pyro Blast, Meteor, Phoenix Flames, and Flame Strikes. And the damage is kind of it snowballs on each other. This effect is reapplied any remaining damage will be added to the new ignite. Phoenix Flames causes the ignites to spread to 8 nearby enemies. So ignites, what Phoenix Flames will kind of do is we kind of spread your ignites. The problem with that is the way that it changes. I'm gonna dance with you. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I need a memo in here, dude, so we can do a dungeon. Have you tried it in dungeons yet? We gotta try to queue for a dungeon, man. I'm gonna queue up. When they logging on? When is his friends logging on, dude? Whenever his friends are logging on, you can maybe get something fucking crazy going. No idea. Aw. Yeah, I got raid tonight. But maybe tomorrow or over weekend my guys gonna try and log on. But by then they might have fixed this. Okay, so let me tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So mages right now all about mastery, and mastery now is spread through your Phoenix Flames. Phoenix Flames is based on ability. What it does is it'll fire Phoenix to the enemy just like it does right here. And it'll spread ignites to everybody around. It also can proc ignite. It doesn't really proc to biggest ignite ever, but this ability is always a crit, and it does generate heating up. So you can really utilize it in order to get quite a bit of pyroblast damage out, right? There's 3 charges on a 30-second recharge. No way for you to get it back. I think it's about the same as Legion, except that Legion has like a 45-second recharge, but certain abilities, crits, could reduce the cooldown of this ability. So average out was about 30 seconds of charge. But you're able to use this in order to spread ignites, and the idea for Blizzard is if you want to have massive ignite and you want to cleave, you would use Phoenix Flame for cleave. Phoenix Flame can also be used as a cleave / single target in order to get you more crits, in order for big pyroblast combustion damage. So it should add pretty well into the playstyle, kind of like it did back in Legion. However, the way that it interacts with the ignites is a little bit weird, right? So the way that it interacts with the ignites, in a sense, what it does is, so when you get an ignite on an enemy, right? I'm gonna pop an ignite on this guy, right? He has ignite. None of these other guys are burning with ignite, right? No ignite, no ignite. It doesn't spread. So when I spread ignite, he gets an ignite. But when I hit him with ignite, it spreads ignite to these guys. And you can see numbers of ignites are a little bit weird. One of them is taking more ignite damage than others. So think of ignites as a ball, right? So you hit this guy, you generate this ball on him, right? We had generate ignite, you hit him with Phoenix Flames, it puts a ball on this guy and on this guy. So that this guy has that damage from ignite, and then this guy has the ball that's unchanging. This guy has the ball that's unchanging. So now all of them are burning for the same. But then you hit this guy, and then that ball spreads. So you'll hit him, it'll increase the ignite slightly because of Phoenix Flame, and it'll spread that ball around. Then the ball will be on this guy. He'll take the same damage as this guy, but then this guy now has 2 balls of ignite, 2 stacks of ignite, sort of, kinda, fused into one. And then if I hit this guy, you take all the stacks they have as one, and you bounce the balls back. Now this guy has 3, and this guy has 1. So then this guy has the most amount of ignite, so you can kind of bounce these ignites. And every time you bounce them, I mean, 2 ignites bounce on top of each other. Like this guy already has ignite with a ball, and you bounce the second ball, they combine into a bigger ignite. And then it's basically, it just grows and grows and grows exponentially as you bounce between a couple targets. The limiter, though, is going to be the 30-second recharge on the Phoenix Flames. This, as far as we've been told, seems like a bug and won't work that way, but right now it does. So if I go through a full burst combo, right, we're going to go full burst combo, right? We're going to go the most amount of damage onto this single target, right? The most damage we can into a single target. And then we're spreading it. Then we spread it. Then we spread it. They're ticking for 1,661. I have 17,000 health. How many of those ticks that are still continuing could melt me? We are doing in the alpha less than 1,000 damage in the gear that we have currently. Less than 1,000. DPS. With this, you're doing 1,600 on a single guy every single second, 1,200, and like a little bit over 1,000 on this guy, ticking constantly over and over and over. And if you had, does this, okay, this does not, so at least Phoenix Flame doesn't reduce with haste, but right now it's a bug, right? It's a bug, so it's not gonna be like this later. But yeah, 100 times the number of enemies. So no, well, I guess if you had like infinite amounts of Phoenix Flames and an infinite amount of enemies, hell, just having 3 enemies gives you the most value. Hell, even having 2 enemies can let you, if you had infinite amount of Phoenix Flames 2 enemies, you could just hit Phoenix Flames this guy, Phoenix Flames that guy, Phoenix Flames this guy, Phoenix Flames that guy, and you could stack up that number. But having 3 enemies stacks it even higher with a little bit more coordination. So if you just memorize like which 3 targets you want to bounce between, 3 targets, 3 that are going to live long enough, then you'll definitely have quite a bit of damage from it. It's nuts amounts of damage. So imagine a cleave fight with a boss. Right now it's bugged. It's bugged. That's what everybody's saying is bugged. That's what they're saying. Is that it's bugged right now. Boosted Outlaw, loving it. Hell yeah, Cascan. Appreciate you checking out Outlaw, and I'm glad you're liking it, my man. Is Frost still trash? Well, Frost doesn't have any kind of combo like this, but yeah, we'll do it again in just a second. Yeah, I kind of fucked up my opener there. That's for sure. We'll try to see if we might be able to get ourselves a big bursty thing, okay? Alright, we're going, boys. We're going. Nice. Big setup with combust, right? Big combust. So we got a Phoenix Flames. Phoenix Flames. Phoenix Flames. A 1,700, dude. That's so much damage every tick. And it lasts for so long, too. It lasts for so long. And then all you have to do is a spread. And I mean, you can do what this guy's doing. Yeah. Also, Combust is bugged too. It's not actually a 100% crit chance. For some reason, Combust does not give you a 100% crit right now. That's another bug. So I got lucky there, dude. I got lucky with my crits. Some abilities might have not crit. So I got lucky. It's not a 100% crit for some reason. That's alpha though, boys. Things are busted, but it's hilarious. That's why I would really like to try it in dungeons, just to see the log numbers. We have a tank and a healer. We could maybe do a dungeon with this. Woo! Ship it, dude. Ship it as it is. I do like that kind of. I do like that interactive mechanic, though. I think it's cool interaction, but it is gonna create degenerative playstyle, right? To borrow a word from Preach WoW, it is gonna be a degenerate playstyle. But it's so bugged. Yo, if you get 2 more DPS, dude, 2 more DPS in Q, we got a dungeon. Shoot Q. He should Q. This mage should totally Q, dude. We need 2 more. We need just 2 more. If he Qs, that'll be 1 more. And that's just 1 DPS, man. Want to see them nerfed to the ground already? Who, fire mages? Yeah, they're already getting some nerfs for PvP. Like Greater Pirates defeating 2nd CD. No more temporal for fire mages. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, for PvE. PvE, yeah. I got my Demon Hunter to 110 about 2 hours ago. Hell yeah, that shouldn't take too long, my man. How you doing, by the way, Rebel God? Hope you're having a good one. I wonder if they could spread it separately. I wonder if you could both, like, I spread my ignite and he spreads his. Yeah, so as 2 mages right here. He has his ignite, I have my ignite. They don't, like, blend. My is horrible at this legit testing the core abilities of the character because dummies here are better aligned than Strowman and Mo. True, true. Queue up! Rixish Mage, queue up! Demon Hunter? No, Demon Hunter? You don't like them? Demon Hunters? Why? Can you emphasize how OP Demon Hunters are constantly in your videos? I want to switch to a DK, but it doesn't make sense. Demon Hunter are the way they are. You should play whatever class you like, man. Demon Hunters are pretty strong right now. I won't say they're OP, but they're definitely very, very strong in every aspect of the game. They're never really like top #1 damage number parsing, unless maybe it's like Shad Hard single target mythic with a bunch of stars and they get lucky. But they're generally really good. They're definitely top 5 in just about everything they do. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? Yeah, if you're playing Demon Hunters for how OP they are and how easy they're to play, they're gonna be just as easy in Shadowlands so far, but they're gonna be less OP. So maybe they'll bring them up to tone them down, but again, you have common abilities and soul binds that might make him a little bit stronger in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. Gauge is okay. They get a nerfed, kind of. Yeah, they get a nerf, not even kind of, in Shadowlands. It's gonna be interesting. I think they need to make it more complicated. They need to give them a more complex play style. Bake momentum into the gameplay. I think that'd be so cool. But, you know. Yeah, that's just me, though. Good things yourself. What's new? A lot of stuff new, like a Mage Bug. That's such a new crazy amount of damage, dude. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go for a big pyros maybe. Oh, didn't get a proc. Didn't get a proc of pyro. We're gonna pyroblast him, right? Yeah. Ignite spread. Ah, it wasn't as big as Ignite as I wanted to, man. The Ignites weren't as big. I think what happened is I pyroblasted when it shouldn't have pyroblasted. I think that's what fucked up my Ignite there. Yeah, I fucked up my Ignite there for sure. Combust isn't 100% crit anymore, so it's interesting. Come on, bro, you can Phoenix Flame it. Ooh! We got in a dungeon, boys. We're gonna show you the damage. We're gonna rip aggro and ass from the tank. We're gonna rip ass from tank. You guys ready? Boss damage. Actually, no, there is a boss where we'll be able to do quite a bit of damage, actually. If we have everything ready for the boss, we'll actually be able to just singe the shit out of the boss. So, no, there's a first boss that's actually pretty good. Let's do this, dude. And then we'll do some BFA stuff while waiting for Shadowlands. Oh shit, that's a lot of mastery, Big J. How you doing, my man? I hope you're having a good one, dude. Holy shit. Alright, we got ourselves a group. We got ourselves... Hey, Rixie is here too. Let's go, boys. So... You don't have any idea how ready I am. Oh, this is gonna be great. Yeah, so we're not gonna go for a lot of damage until we get multiple things lined up here, yeah? When we go for a big setup, should we go for we'll go for one Phoenix Flame, just to spread it a little. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Looks like the tank is gonna get hit with a CC. We kinda need to broken out. Yeah, it's not gonna work too well. I think we're gonna wait and do it to the other pack. We're gonna get the big burn in, yeah? Tank, don't stand in front of the thing. Don't do it. Trust me, it's not a good idea. Wait, we got Drust. Wait, we got Drust here too. Yeah, let's tank. Yeah, here we go. Now he's actually dodging them. There we go. Okay, so those guys I'm gonna burst and do the big hits, okay? I'm gonna do the big hitter. You guys ready? I'm gonna rip all that tank aggro. I'm gonna wait for 3 Sunders, but then I'm just gonna go. Alright? Ready? Hold on. Oh, that other guy's already burning it up, dude. They're already burning it up. Okay, hold on, hold on. We did it. Hold on. Phoenix Flame. Phoenix Flame. Phoenix Flame. And they're just melting. Look at their health, dude. They're just gone. It's just all gone. His health. Where'd he go? He's at half. Just for nothing. Just for standing there. Just for... The problem is he's existing. And I'm drawing all the aggro. Oh my god. Ah, that is so fun. He's getting regrowth over there, dude. What the hell? Overgrowth, I mean. Yeah, I want to give him the wings to stay in long enough. Oh, true. We could do that. Tank? I don't think this guy's ready, dude. This tank. Oh, man. You gotta stun them. I think this is the first time this guy ever done this. Who is this guy? Chi. Who are you, dude? He's struggling tanking, honestly. Did he just get invited? Because he seems like he's struggling. He's struggling, dude. We got a boomkin here named Leather. Oh, no, that's a... Wait, are you actually a healer? Or... Is this guy just a bounce affinity? He is a resto, but he's in bounce affinity, isn't he? Oh my god, he's actually trying to do some damage as a boomy. Okay, interesting. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Alright, we're gonna go for... Hold on. Yeah, Rune of Power. Wait, shit. Okay, we're gonna spread some ignites. Spread it. Ship it. Oh, got some ignites. Not the biggest ignite ever, but look, 500k. Well, 500k, 500 is pretty good for now, at least though. At least the numbers we got for now. Oh, these guys are huge. We gotta root them for a sec, yeah? Do scorches on them. We should be trying to take out the villager ASAP though. I can interrupt. Got it. Villagers should be good, by the way. Nice. Breath them. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of nuts, honestly. This is gonna be wild. Next time I have a big combustion, which right now, I can actually go for a big hit. And the next trash pack is actually quite huge. Doomers Unite. Okay, Doomer. I got a full gush for VP, but better go. I actually do have a full gushing set, Atho. I actually do have a full gushing set. I'm gonna try, dude. I'm gonna see how bad it is or how good it is at a later time. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna go for a big setup. Ooh, we got Combust. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, we're gonna hit him. Hit him. Okay, we spread it a little bit. We spread it a little bit. We just got way too much aggro from a single guy, right? Because nobody else is fucking... The tank is having a real hard time tanking them, dude. Really hard time. Interrupt him here. Yeah, this tank is struggling, dude. I don't like when a tank is struggling. Come on, dude. If you're gonna accuse a tank, at least do it right. You know what I mean? Is it just me? Or, like, the tank should probably learn what the fights are like prior. Because, I mean, these are not difficult. I mean, he's not taking any damage, but we're the ones getting... I do think that they nerfed a lot of these mobs, though, because they're definitely not as spooky as they used to be before. Because these guys by themselves used to do quite a bit of damage. Tank, you should probably stun him or something. Throw a Stromble at the guy. Demon Hunter just AFKing there. What the hell is that? Demon Hunter, what are you doing? I forgot we had a Demon Hunter. Because so far I haven't seen him do shit. Okay, okay, okay. Got ourselves a bit of damage here. We're going to go for a big old meat here. We're going to hit the caster, which is fine. The caster's going to take a bit of damage, which I'm okay with. Let's spread ignite once. There we go. So we got just a small, just a baby ignite. Just a little baby ignite on everybody. That's not that bad. A fire mage aggro, a long time since I've seen that, dude. Right now you could definitely get quite a bit of damage on, or aggro on a fire mage. In a skittish run especially. You can skittish mythic plus keys. But I mean, I'm just popping combust. Like, the guy doesn't even taunt it. He's not doing AoE. He got the most minimal amount of threat. He's just like, you guys, he's probably like a classic dude for all we know, right? He's like, I'm just gonna go in and I'll thunderstorm once. And if this mages fucking don't wait for 3 sunders, I ain't tanking nothing. That's why I was like, okay, Boomer. Okay, we're gonna hit the same guy he's attacking, right? If we're up aggro just from fireball spamming, I don't know. This guy's just not, he just attacked the wrong. He just attacked the guy the tank wasn't targeting. What the hell is wrong with your tank? Oh no. Oh no. Tank, come on, please. Tank, bro. Come on, man. You got a whole thread, bro. Tank, please. Okay, well, I can just at least stand in the mushroom. That's what I can do. I can help. But is this a 30%? It is a 30% health. I can just use it a lot earlier then. I thought it was for some reason 20 or 25-ish. I guess I'm just so used to the warrior execute. I'm used to the mage execute. Here we go. So hopefully this tank holds aggro, dude. Tank. Tank. Oh. Hard? Out of here. What do you mean hard? That wasn't hard. That's not hard. You're not holding aggro with this shit, Chi. Fucking get aggressive. Pop avatar. Start slamming damage. Slamming your head on the keyboard. And you should do enough damage. Hit tall guy until he is friendly. Then nuke short guy. Lots of movement. Interrupt short guy if you can. Focus tall until he is friendly. Okay, we're going in, boys. Okay, we're giving him 1 sunder, 2 sunder, 3 sunders. I have no patience. I ain't all about that patience. Okay, so we're gonna hit him. Hit him. Hit him. His health is fucking melting, dude! He's actually fucking melting! I've never seen this fucker die this fast, even on Lust. Swear to God, I've never seen him die this fast, even on Lust. Even on Lust, he's just melted. Oh yeah, he's done. Now we can attack this guy and he should take a lot of damage. If we have Master right now, pump. Pump. Oh my God, he melted so fast. Okay, and every time I have a good combo with Rune of Power and Meteor, I'm just gonna try to see if I can Phoenix Flames off that. I want to have 2 Phoenix Flames, I think. Okay, now we're back on this guy. Back on the tall dude. Tank held aggro. I'm okay with this. The tank, boys, he held aggro. Okay, we're gonna go for... Nope, he's not holding aggro. Not doing a really good job, tank. Aggro, threat, whatever you got going on, man. Oh no, I'm gonna take some damage here. I'm trying to just juggle this shit around. So I'm gonna wait until the next big combo, right? I'm not gonna Phoenix Flames this yet. That'll be a waste. Okay, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run, we gotta run. We're fire mage though, so at least we can maneuver pretty easily. Embrace Darkness is gonna do a lot of fucking damage to us. Healer better have us ready. We're gonna shimmer in. Okay. We have the big. Okay, they're not together anymore, so we can't even interrupt him. Yeah, that tank is gonna die unless he does something, dude. Tank, you better pop something. We're trying to bust through this guy ASAP. Okay, we gotta execute. Hold on, we gotta execute. We gotta execute. And we gotta go. We're not gonna be able to clean this off like that. We're not gonna be able to cleave. Okay, we're gonna just have to go as much damage as we can into this guy as we can. Oh my god, what the fuck? No. What about procs? Ah, procs! Procs, please! A procs ain't happening, dude. Okay, we'll just nuke down the big, the short guy. Trust. Okay, we'll be okay. Just nuke the short guy. At this point, we're fine. But that opener, though, dude, that was busted good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, he's just executable. He's an executable. He's the .exe right here. This is so cheese, dude. We're doing this so cheese. Force compliance. Oh my god, this tank though, dude. I wanted to give him credit once, and then just like, oh, I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Okay, he's dead. We're good. We did it. Yay, we win. Tank, you kind of did okay. Kind of. I don't know if he's gonna be able to hold aggro for the rest of these. He's not gonna do it, dude. He's not gonna be able to. Ooh, what is that? Mace? Ooh, I like the way that looks. It's like a little orb looking thing. It's got a wrath look to it. Close. God, shouldn't have been. Can't handle the double fire mage cast, dude. He can't, dude. He ain't ready. He ain't prepared for what we got in store. You know what I mean? He ain't prepared, dude. You ain't ready. Okay, two sunders. Do you have it? Yeah, he has it. He has it. Okay, so we're gonna hit him with this. And double back the ignites, dude. Oh my god. Just doubling back ignites back between two enemies in like a really simple setup. I mean, they just melted. They just destroyed. Alright, so this is a puzzle. Gotta choose the right picture. Choose the picture that isn't like the rest. They can be icon, circle, or color see through. Yeah, color, icon, or or circle. Okay, this guy got him here. Here we go. So Wolflower with circle. Yeah. So let's let the guy knows what's up. So we're fine. All right, we got two Phoenix Flames and big combust. We can go. We could go for big damage here, boys. And we three combust. Ah! Why would you go back? Tank, we had it. Left. Tank, left. This is Panda blind? It looks blind. Are those blind eyes or are those blue eyes? I can't tell, dude. Oh, big leap. Oh, he's a big man. Okay, we got us. Ready? Ready? Okay, big damage maybe? Okay, Phoenix Flame. Everything should melt, and everything is melting. Oh my god, I've never seen this shit melt so fast. And I've done this runs on my rogue before, nothing ever melted this hard. So we got a flower colored in. We got a flower circle colored in. I think it's leaf, it has to be leaf, right? It is leaf. Got it. Easy. Do it. Warrior tanks. Yeah, warrior tanks are apparently not that good right now. Like in general, they're just not that great. Okay. Can I get a crit? Nurse in the forest? Fuck it, dude. I'm critting. I'm forcing a crit here. We're forcing a crit. Big meteor and everything. Yeah. Breath. Yeah, we didn't have the most amount of bursts here, but it's okay. We just had to get some damage out as a fire mage. Please don't finish that cast. Oh, I almost finished off that cast. Good thing the boom kid got us, man. Good thing the druid got us. I like this druid. I think this guy actually does keys and shit, because he's like actually trying to commit into damage. What do we have? We have flower, a circle, clear, leaf. What is that one? What is this one in the middle? Is that a leaf? I think it's flower. Yeah, it's flower. I think they made this a little bit easier. Yeah, because or maybe I've never just ran this path here before. Are they gonna... Oh. Okay, well, I'll spread some of this. Oh. I actually could be cleansed all of that poison before it pops, but it's okay. Yeah, now I'm having a hard time spreading shit, but that's because I'm not committing damage nearly as hard. Just cleanse yourself. There we go. Because it doesn't pop if you cleanse yourself. Hey, they were terrible at threat, Jen holding back in Wrath. I didn't play back in Wrath, so I wouldn't know. I did say earlier something about Wrath, didn't I, though? What do we have? Leaf. What is that one? I'll stand here so somebody can see. We got Leaf. We got Leaf. What is this one? If this one's a flower, then we have to go with a flower. Oh, what? Maybe it was circle or no circle? Either way, this guy figured it out. This druid. Is Demon Hunter even doing anything? I don't even see Demon Hunter doing stuff. Like playing the game at all. Is it just me? Okay, we're gonna Phoenix Flame this just so we can spread. Maybe we can Phoenix Flames right after that. Yeah. Spread it a little bit. Yeah, that's Ignite spreading is so fucking strong right now, dude. Way too strong. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah. Maybe Shimmer will still be the play, dude. Okay, okay, alright, okay, alright. Yeah, this guy just having a hard time grabbing aggro. Swear to God, Demon Hunter, I'm actually start watching you and see if you actually are playing the game. Because this guy, I feel like, is just going to group back and just standing in between. And just kind of AFKing out. Is it me? We got us as flower. Leaf. Leaf. I think flower will be the go, but this one also doesn't have color. Is it no circle, circle? Is that what that was? I think that's what it was, actually. Okay, we're gonna get a melee. Just because I know this shit. Okay, there goes Demon Hunter. Popping CDs. Popping cooled one. And we're gonna hit him again. I think it's because of all that mastery is what's getting me aggro. I think it's all that mastery is driving me aggro, because normally I wouldn't be able to do this much damage compared to what the tank is doing. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm on ice block. Cool as a cucumber. Breath it. Yeah. Gonna steal the buff. Triggered after absorb. Wait, is it gonna do stuff? Is that an absorb shield? Or is that like a root? Okay. We got ourselves this one over here. I'm gonna stand next to it. So you guys can see we got a flower. What else do we got? Okay, so that's a flower colored in, no circle. This is a leaf, no color, no circle. Flower circle? I think it's circle. Maybe it's the leaf? I think it's the leaf, maybe. Yeah, it was leaf. Okay, that's to the boss. Because, I mean, sometimes I feel like it's probably, like, obvious to some of you, but to me, sometimes I get confused. Where it's like, I think I know the right answer, but then I'm wrong. Completely. So here, we gotta play same game when a boss does the split. So, look... Okay, or not. Oh, okay. Alright. I guess I got the important parts out of the way, yeah? I'm glad I got the important parts out of the way. Yeah, so with this fight, you won't really be able to do any kind of same cleaves. So we can just combust. Yeah, we combust it hard, though. Leaf, leaf, flower, 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 flower. It's flower. Flower for certain. Flower for certain. Flower for certain. The other ones are leaves. No, Warrior, what are you doing? Attack this one. Attack this one. What are you doing? Ah, you don't know the game. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage, but the boss is at 60-ish health percent, so I guess it's pretty good. This boss has no cleave. The next boss might have some cleave if we survive long enough. But yeah. Demon Hunter's just gonna take it to the face like a man. This guy, he got the interrupt off. I'm glad he did. Glad he got the interrupt off. Freeze tag. We gotta get the Vulpin out of the way. Because he's gonna run up and try to freeze one of us. We gotta cleave it. Yeah, here we go. We got a double Rune of Power. I think we're gonna save the Rune of Power for the actual like guessing game. Which I think guessing game happens either after some time or... It looks like... Okay, hold on. Circle. No circle. One is not circle. I guess I should mark it, right? Here we go. Nice. That other mage really popped off, dude. I like that. Other mage really popped off. He got some really big cooldowns there. Okay, we got him in the execute range. And if the fox thing comes around, we can actually cleave off of the fox. Patty cakes, free stack. Do the free stack. Do it. Do it. I swear to God. Do it. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna juggle. 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 We juggle that ignite. The fox is melting. Ooh. Woohoo. Okay, what do we have? Circle, circle. Okay, none. What is it on a circle? Go for this one. This tank is like, what? What am I doing? He's taunting them. He literally taunted them. He's trying to hold aggro from these things. What is this man doing, dude? What is he doing? He's trying to hold aggro. Just go and hit it. What are you doing? Poor guy. Poor man. Oh, we got a cloak. Fuck yeah, even more mastery, boys. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is going to be fun. Hey, Dal, how are you? Doing pretty good. Let's go help you, my man. Having some fun on the alpha with a broken-ass mage. Very broke-ass mage, man. Very, very broke-ass mage. Ooh, that looked pretty. How the mists are all gone. Oh, it looks awesome. Alrighty, boys. Here we go. We're supposed to jump off in the water. I could totally see the. Oh, this guy almost hit a branch. I could totally see someone hit a branch, dude, and miss. I could totally see someone do that. I'm glad we got a dungeon here, boys. Minions prod pally with holy outbreak because I can't wait for queue times. I don't blame ya. I don't blame ya. Alright, we got bugs here, boys, and we got our big ignites here. Hold on, we got big ignites. Hold on. We're gonna spread it. Spread it once. Spread it twice. Spread it 3 times. Oh, the biggest fuck. Oh, look at that master. It's burning for 1,000 a pop. I think it burns only as long as I don't touch him, though. So I think it only burns him as long as I don't touch him. But that was nuts. So I think if you actually touch him after Ignite is on him, you actually take away that a big 1,000 damage. 1,000 a pop. Okay, we got Combust for the next one, but we don't have the big Phoenix Flames. Okay, we can go right. That's another way to go about it. I usually head left, but we can go right too. Okay, with that, whatever we want to go tank. I like that he leaps in, right? I do like that he leaps in there. He wants to assert the dominance. Except everything is just going to aggro to me. Come on, tank. Like, where's your AoE damage? Go Avatar and start war stomping. What's going on? We got bugs in the way. Bugs inbound. Bogus inbound over. Yeah. Get a bit of AoE. You feared them. Ooh, fear the whelps. Many whelps, handle it. I need movement slow by 10%. Could you cleanse me? That's a big dot on me, please. Druid, that's a 2-stack dot. I'm gonna die. No, I really am gonna die. Look at my health. I'm just melting. I'm the fucking Wicked Witch of the West, dude. Let's go. Alright. One more and we got the boss. The boss is gonna be a doozy. It's really gonna be, in the end, it's gonna be a healer mechanic. Let's be honest here, right? With the boss, it's gonna be a healer mechanic because this tank, oh boy. Okay, we're gonna spread it once. Spread it once, shame on you. Spread it twice, shame on me. Okay, okay, alright. Okay. And then just I'm gonna take those, I'm gonna take your shields. Just because I need them more than you do. Thank you. Just because with this tank, I'm gonna need those shields. I'm gonna really need those shields. Gonna spread it once. Got a bit of mastery. Hidden for how much? Actually, not as high as I wanted to. So it seems that this bug really works well if you just go full single target on one target and just stack up a Giga Mastery and then you bounce it. That was a little bit weird, like a strobe light effect. The only hard part, this side I think has less ads. This side has this extra trash pack to get through. Maybe you get same trash pack just at a different interval. I could be wrong on that one actually. Big meteor down, yeah. And then we're gonna spread it. So that should be a pretty decent ignite for everything else. Definitely not the biggest with combust and all, but it's okay. I would have really loved to know how to log at this point, so I could log this fight and see what the damage was like in the end. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Can you do mythic yet? On alpha, no mythics. No, but these dungeons are a little overtuned. They might as well feel like mythic sometimes. You know what I mean? So here we get ads sometimes, but it's mostly tank and spank. We got lust and everything here, so we should be able to go for a full setup. And hopefully my combustion doesn't fuck me here. I'm gonna keep at least one Phoenix Flames for the ads. Oh yeah, combustion fucked me there. That's okay. You're gonna get away. As there is a mechanic where you kind of have to get away from allies for a second. Just like Raden. A lot of the mages getting melted. That's not good. Okay, I spread a bit of dot damage, and that might be doing something. Definitely quite a bit of mastery damage, just for sure. Yeah, we've gone through actually the feeding phase of the boss super quickly. I'm not against that at all. I like that. Okay, back to the feeding phase. The feeding frenzy. We can rune him here for a sec. See if the tank wants to peel off. We could do that. We're taking a lot of damage. I might have to ice block it, honestly. I'm gonna ice block to make it easier for our healer. He's gonna have to move. Unless he feels like he's confident enough to sit in. Oh, he did. Maybe we could just burn the boss. If Chi has any kind of self-heals, that might be okay. Bring the ads to the boss if you can. Bring ads to the boss if you can. Oh, yeah, the tank is dead. Actually dead. I'm popping Viz, man. Oh no, I don't have a Viz actually. Oh yeah, I forgot. No Invis. Can I? Ah, I can't like I said either. That did more damage than I expected. Shrank through it. My bad. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's a feels overtuned. Where is my Invis actually? Do I still not have Invis on here? Oh wait, there it is. Invisibility is back. Okay, the invisibility was gone actually for these characters for a bit. And that shit, is that nature damage that it does to me? What happened to me? Melee, 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 tranquility, tranquility, tranquility. Nature, yeah. So I actually can't do anything. I can't even like fire ward it or frost ward it or anything. Oh, I do have alter time, so I should be using alter time though. Yeah, I'm gonna start using alter time. I'll use alter time when I'm about to take a bunch of damage, and then I can like alter time back to where I was. I think I'll do that. What's up, Dwarf? How you doing, man? New dungeon? No, this has been out for a while, but we're testing out a Fire Mage bug with Master right now. So Phoenix Flames was added to baseline as Fire Mage to be able to spread your ignites, but it kind of was bugged. So if you spread ignites between like 3 targets by hitting one target, second target, third target, the ignite that it spreads, it just multiplies exponentially. So then you have like 1,700 ticking dot, which is quite a lot. I mean, I only have 15,000 health on here, right? Hopefully we get our crits here. We didn't really get our crits how we wanted to, but it's okay. We'll throw in the Phoenix Flame in there so we continue the crits. Ooh, some of us. Oh, you gotta get a. Oh, yeah, you gotta run away. I'm gonna run out of here, dude. Yeah, they didn't move when they got linked. When. Okay, I gotta move. When you get linked with someone, you gotta run away from each other. That's what killed ya there. Yeah, I got the fuck out of there. I'm gonna chill over here, dude. Yeah, Chi, you're dead. I'm just resetting the dude. I'm just resetting it. Yo, the fuck sounds a bit busted. It is busted. It's a bug right now, though. But a lot of things are bugged. Like for example, combustion doesn't actually give you 100% crit. for some reason, or it doesn't always proc with abilities, so you can't just guarantee yourself a big pyroblast. So it's a little bit RNG, but a lot of things are broken, but it's alpha, you know what I mean? There's a prop pally with can I do mythic yet? No, no mythic yet. Oh, what's up, Dalaran? IK, you is your pro rogue, but if you only had to play one character in Shadowlands, what class would it be? Reason I asked because I have 2 kids in third coming in August. Oh damn. One class, I would just choose a class that you have the most fun playing, man. Like if I like, for me it's rogue, but for you it might be some other class. Whether you're playing casually with, you know, kids or whatever, or whether you want to like try raiding but on a single character or PvP or whatever, just choose a class that you enjoy, where you would be fine playing any specs. You know what I mean? Any spec. Because if, let's say, you want to raid a PvP and you want to be competitive, you'll just play the meta spec, right? Whether it's a healer, whether it's a DPS, whether it's melee, whether it's a range, whatever it may be. Like if you're a druid, for example, just find a class that you like all the specs of. And for Shadowlands, you would need to try them once pre-patch is out. That's really the only way, because there are some changes. They're going to be core to some classes. So far, we're in the early alpha, so nothing really insanely new, but there's some changes for sure. Alright, give me that crit, please. No crit? Okay. Hopefully this gets me crit. I'm gonna mind link with somebody. I blink away. Broke it immediately. Easy. Easy. I'll pop time warp so we can get our health back after all this. So don't worry about healing me. Literally don't worry. I'm okay. I'm alright. Just make sure I'm not completely dead. Here we go. Time warp and I got my health back. Isn't that cool? Mark the prey. Uh-oh. I want to ice block this? I don't want to take this over to the tank. That's for sure. So we can kind of hit the adds together. And I can balance that mastery off of on the adds, yeah? Okay, so we're going to bounce it, and bounce it. Oh, that should be a pretty big mastery hit. 340, not the biggest ever. If I had combustion, I think it would be easier or better. I'm gonna ice block this. Maybe I shouldn't have ice blocked it, but it's okay. I just didn't want to take all the fucking damage. And they're all on the Demon Hunter now, so it's very unfortunate. Stay in. Breath, all of you. Oh, okay. Meteor did the work. Consumption again. I don't have a way to self-heal myself this time. Time Warp coming back very, very soon, though, so I might just press it. Yeah. Oh, we can press Time Warp and I think off GCD, too. So if I ever drop super low in health, I am going to Time Warp. But otherwise, I'll let it kind of tick out all the way through. Yeah, we're okay, we're okay. Okay, the ads are going to be getting marked prey on from the other mage. We're going to kind of get next to him. And hopefully the mage gets next to... Yeah, here we go, here we go. That's pretty good, actually. Hold on. Bam. And we actually can't do anything. So we're just going to continue hitting the boss. Because I was going to spread the Ignite even more, but it didn't work. Kepsi is dead, which is a Demon Hunter. Don't really know if he's ever been alive to begin with, honestly. It's gonna hit me with this garbage, so that's okay. Ooh, this is really bad. And we're going for that B-res. Let's go for a one Ignite spread while we got a big combust. Yeah, it's gonna get them all over to me. That's fine. I can kite. The tank isn't really doing a good job of holding aggro. I mean, he's gonna have a hard time whenever somebody is marked with prey, but that doesn't really work out that well. You can still hold aggro decently. We got a piece of gear, boys. We got a staff! Yo, Cran, look at this thing! Do you like it or not? What do you think? You're a mage. What is the stats? Versa! Mastery! Oh, that's so good! But is it actually better than mine? It is. Do we go again? TY, fam. Good healing. Okay, I'm gonna drop as well. That other guy's gonna drop. But that was it, boys. Toxic. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, man. I like it. Awesome. Yeah, that I've played with a few tanks and healers. That guy is definitely like one of those iffy ones. There's maybe one more tank that was kind of iffy on too, but this guy for sure dropped the ball a little bit. You know what I mean? But hey, it's okay. It's okay. He is a beautiful butterfly, and he's more than welcome to do whatever damn pleases. You know what I mean? Let him do his thing. Whether he's really, really good at it or not, really. Do you think the level squish will feel this well done with our actual characters are brought down to the size? So far, it's definitely something to adjust to, kind of like how Legion numbers were back in millions, and then adjusting to those numbers. It was weird, but after playing with it, it does feel better, yes. I mean, we are playing on the alpha, and the combat on the alpha feels a little floaty, right? There's a little bit of a mess, or the servers are not quite as polished as our current servers are, so everything feels a little bit floaty on the alpha. But yeah, it does feel pretty good after you've dropped down the numbers. They feel like everything's proportional, right? Everything is proportional is the most important part. Percentage-wise, you're still doing about the same or similar as you would like on a fire mage or a rogue against enemies, whether it's players or whether it's bosses, ads. Proportionally, you are doing just about the same stuff. It's just the numbers are a lot smaller, and it's a lot easier to parse them. You know what I mean? And I guess it also makes it easier too, which another thing I like too. Small numbers, which I always like. I think it's just a lot easier to read. When it's all the CO numbers, the smaller they are, just the easier to figure out what the hell's going on if someone's a really big hit. But also, another thing I like here is also we don't have any procs, azurites, cloaks. You know, it's simplified. So the numbers are not only easier to parse, they're also simplified. And the reason why I like that is because that might mean good for PvP. Because in PvP right now, you go to Najatar, you got all these procs and all these things and all these effects. Everything has so much calculation going on for the numbers, and the numbers are varied. Every dot is calculated and shit. And with smaller numbers and less procs and stuff, you might actually have some viable world PvP that you could do with this that has minimal lag to it. So you could have massive 40 versus 40 out in the world PvP without having the whole server just completely freeze and halt. You know what I mean? Then I need to bring back MOP type DPS numbers. No, MOP numbers were still pretty big. I think them going smaller for next expansion, like the one smaller for BFA and them going smaller for Shadowlands, I think it's perfectly fine. Because right now these characters are doing about 500 DPS in dungeons, 500 DPS. Or 600, or 900, or maybe breaking 1,000, or right about breaking 1,000. Stuff like that is kind of fun. Not gonna lie, it's kind of cool. I like it. The smaller numbers, the better, in my opinion, because the numbers can always go up and go higher and bigger and all that, and I just don't care for it. Honestly, I don't care for it. That's one thing that I thought was really cool always about Classic, right? Classic isn't the game I play right now. It's kind of boring by yourself to level and stuff. And some of the grindy aspects I'm just not a massive fan of. It's just like, I feel like the whole design, maybe too much to me, it feels like a time sink, like from a design perspective. Like everything takes so long to do. So, but what I did like about Classic is the numbers, like smaller numbers. Everything is a little more vivid. Every bit of 100 damage, a hit for 100 or 200, or even for 1,000, all that stuff counts. All the stuff means something. It all makes sense some way, somewhere, right? That's what I really like about it. It makes numbers more meaningful, or at least feel more meaningful from my perspective. In the end, it's going to be all a numbers game, and it doesn't matter how hard you hit, but I feel like it's easier to parse small numbers than massive fucking big ass numbers, at least in my opinion. Any tips on how to get beta access? No idea. Just sign up for the beta access with Blizzard or whatever. What is a sign up? Hold on. Shadowlands beta opt-in, right? Shadowlands beta opt-in. Okay, let me get you a link for Shadowlands beta opt-in. Is it still there? There's a pre-purchase. Oh yeah, they do have the opt-in. Opt-in now. Okay, if you go here and you go scroll down, almost to the bottom, there's going to be join the beta with an opt-in button. That's about all you can do, and hope for the best. But I think if you opt in, you most of the times will get in. So everybody who opts in eventually does get in. Hey now, what's up, guy? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Just think of the numbers of percentage, ignore the numbers, look at the percentages. Yeah, so percentage-wise, I think it's all proportional. I think that's the most important part, is that we're able to nail it. So whether the numbers are high or not, you still everything feels pretty proportional. I mean, you're going to also have some class changes and some certain design concepts of how classes are going to play. So certain classes are going to do maybe more damage or less damage percentage-wise in certain situations. But with the class that we have right now, everything feels like it should do optimal stuff, except for Fire Mage right there because that's busted, but that's an obvious one. This one is obviously broken. Nothing you can really do about it. You know, Mastery and Phoenix Flames, it's a bug. And also, Combustion is a bug. But when that gets fixed, so far the damage have felt pretty good and proportional. Fire Mages definitely still have that punchy feel. That's what I liked about Mages and BFA. They have that punchy feel, right? But here with no gear, you still have that punchy feel. It's a good one. That was Frost Mage and Tower. It's pretty good. I mean, the slows are really nice. You can just kite things around and blink around. I think Frost Mage is going to be the way to go. I got Shadowlands at the same time as you and Dalaran. I hope play yet. Wait, Alpha? You got Alpha? Dwarf, if you have Alpha, dude, we should do some dungeons. I have a group. I have a tank, and I have a healer, or another guy whose girlfriend can heal. We need a fifth. We've been looking for a fifth. So if you're on, we can maybe coordinate and do some dungeons so we can just insta-queue without any garbage or waiting for people. Because the biggest issue we don't like on Alpha with my group is wait time. It takes forever. Is it pretty much what Tally, forgive me, I spelled it wrong, said? You said pretty much what Tally. I don't watch Tally, so I don't know if I could be sued for like copyright infringement or some shit. I'm just telling you how I feel. I like small numbers. I think everything feels feels good right now. I want to use the word proportional, but I said it too many times already. I can't, man. I'm not a home. Aww. That's unfortunate, Dwarf. But you should play around in the Alpha, dude. It's actually a lot of fun. Check out Outbreak. Check out Subtlety. They're really, really good. Check out Unholy Death Knights. Play around with Fire Mages. They're super fun right now while they're bugged. I think Elemental Shamans are fun. Enhancement are fun to dabble with. Marksman Hunters feel good. Just ask me in your spec on Discord, man. Hey, what feels good to play right now? I'm gonna tell you immediately, dude. Immediately. How do you like Monk so far? I gotta make a video. I made a video on how it feels to play Windwalker. It doesn't feel that different. I always thought it was a fun playstyle. As for the healer and the tank, I gotta really try this out first for myself, so I can tell. What tanks do you recommend for the tower? I think any tank that's good for self-survivability, but also high in damage. Protection Warriors can be pretty decent because they had quite a bit of damage, like during Execute. If you can live long enough to Execute, you can do quite a bit. I think Protection Paladins are good right now. They have a bit of utility, self-heal, and damage. Demon Hunters are pretty good. They're very simple to play, very durable as a tank. Blood Death Knight is also pretty good. Brewmasters and Guardian Druids, I think, are decent as a tank to take damage, but I don't think they do much damage themselves. I could be wrong on that one, but I think those will need some anima powers to be able to really do quite a bit of deeps. Unholy Death Knight's overtuned because Mastery now buffs their pet damage, so they're really, really strong. You summon a whole army, the army just slams. You can slam your army does 50% of your damage. Your pets do 50% of your damage in a boss fight. We did some sims with a buddy of mine, with me playing Unholy. Actually, can I pull this up? Can I please pull this up, Blizzard? Blizzard, please, can I pull him up? Sorry for spinning the mic. Where are all the reports? Mamnark! Mamnark! Is this it? Yes, it is. Okay, we're good. Okay, so we had a 4-man, right? These are some of the reports from some of the dungeons. The dungeon we just ran, we did before a while ago on a couple tunes. So these are our reports from it. And I'm Montreal. I randomized name. Montreal. I'm like Canadian or something. French Canadian. First boss, we did 1,300 DPS in that one. Quite a bit. If you take a look at actually a breakdown of my damage though, my pet does a lot of damage. My pet does a lot of damage. Just his melees do more than my any other ability. His melees do so much. Yeah, so pet is like 20% of my damage. Army of the Dead is about 10%. So that's what, 30% or so. Gargoyle's about 5% on top of that. So it's 22, 27, 37. All Will Serve is about 2-ish%. So it's pretty close to 50% of my damage, right? Pretty close. But yeah, that was our setup versus that. Oh, you can see my damage here. Yeah, pet damage is quite a lot. You can see. Quite a lot. So like 60-40. So the pet does pull his own weight. This was also with only 2 DPS, so that first boss is really hard on 2 DPS, but we were able to do it. Boomy is also, this guy also was bugged where certain abilities of his were just insta cast, so you could just rapid fire them. So we did quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of healing, and only 1 tank. Then we had a second boss with the Mistcaller with the tricks, and we still pulled just about almost 1,000 DPS, which is kind of hard because you have to swap targets all the time. But we just ransacked the boss at the very beginning, got her to about half a shell before she did the game. And then we just nuked the images as soon as we could. So in this one, usually most classes will do low damage just because you have to swap from targets to tank and boss, and there's a back and forth and back and forth. Especially bad if your class was all about dots, which Unholy Death Knight kind of has some dots damage to it. So we did a bit of damage there, and the breakdown was something like, yeah, Pet doing again what, like 60-40 split damage. Yeah, so Pet does 40% of my damage, which is nuts. So like some of the gears, some of the talents. Actually, wow, we actually get to see a lot. I didn't see that. Do we have a replay? I don't think we do, or not a proper one. And then the final boss, we are the only one who even broke 1,000 DPS. Right? Only one who broke 1,000 DPS. If I could find you another log of my run as a rogue. So I did a rogue run a couple days ago in the alpha, so I can show you the discrepancies. But that final boss, 1,000 DPS comfortably, just letting the pets do majority of the work. Yeah, again, 60-40 split or so, but sometimes do a little more. Hold on. Hey, first time seeing the channel. Quick question: do you think about Astro Warlocks? They're looking pretty good. I think they're going to be a good class to play out. But Fury, I need to know more. Furry or Fury? Fury is going to be pretty good. And Fury Warrior on 2 mains. Fury Warriors are going to be pretty good. I could guarantee you that. How are you today? How are you doing? The Skunk Cup? You having a good one, man? Do you still play Rogue? I do play a lot of Rogue. Do you do Armament Challenge in Shadowlands? I would like to do an Armament Challenge at some point. Number 10 in Wrath and Kata were smooth, but once we hit Mop and Wad, they got stupid out of control. Well, Mop got pretty high. Wad tried to lower it down, but it wasn't really that much. And Legion was just like, fuck it, let's go up, which was hilarious. I didn't mind Legion numbers for like 1 expansion. It was funny, but it was... didn't mind it. I didn't think it was the worst. I think it would be good for Fury since it can switch targets. Yeah, Fury would be pretty good for that one with the charges. Got a hyper challenge. It is a good looking expansion so far, man. Actually, Blizzard is some cool shit. Like overall, Blizzard is looking like they're doing some cool shit with the expansion. And Shaman's gonna be good. I think they are. They're looking really interesting. Look at the stash. Thanks, Kyo. I appreciate you. So we did a rogue run, right? This is where I played all 3 specs. We had a full 5-man team with... oh, this is my Survival Hunter run. Wait. Where's my other run? That's my Survival Hunter run. But I can show you my Survival Hunter damage as a meme Survival Hunter. So this isn't a real Survival Hunter. This was a playstyle where I decided to play a ranged Survival Hunter. Right? Ranged. Is this a rogue set? Oh, no, it wasn't the rogue set. It was Baba, the one that... it was the other guy that logged it. Okay, here we go. Yes. Not private. Fuck yeah, dude. So, we got a couple different people log stuff, right? This is a rogue set. Yeah, so this is the first boss. Dalaran A. Now, literally lost in the fucking Limbo Rogue. So, we can see some of the damage that every class can do. So, the first boss here... what this boss does is you have 2 bosses that you cleave off, and then one guy takes like 400 more damage during a short period of time. So you kill the tall guy, and then you nuke down the short guy. So damage-wise, Death Knight did pretty decent. The Demon Hunter definitely rips. The Warlock had double dots on everybody the whole game. And even the Survival Hunter, a meme ranged hunter build, right? With a gun, or a bow, arcane shooting, right? Weird build, but it still did quite a bit of damage. Sub Rogue did 1,400 there. We had a Desert Warlock who did about the same as the other Alpha Warlock. And a Boomkin, because Boomies are pretty good. Well, actually, no, this is not the first fight, is it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so you can kind of see like the damage output for everybody. This isn't finalized, and this wasn't perfect. Like these guys, these guys here, they definitely knew what the fights are like, right? So that was interesting. I guess I couldn't do this and could swap things easily. Here it was a long fight because it was 2 of us. Here it was fairly short, 210 actually, both of them 210. Oh God, scared the shit out of me. Oh. Hey! Oh, what happened? You don't need her. You're a big grown ass man. Steven, my man. Hopefully it wasn't a bad breakup, dude. All wounds will be healed, if anything. Can we get a hashtag Steven in chat showing appreciation for the wonderful? Actually, no, I heard it wrong. Steven! Hashtag Steven in chat showing appreciation for the wonderful. My man! I hope it wasn't a bad breakup. You're a strong, handsome man. Plenty of fish in the sea. But if you're hoping to get back together, then hoping everything for the best for you, man. I'm on your side either way you slice it. Thank you so much, my man, for that 25 donuts. Scared the shit out of me. I've been trying to give me a heart attack, but can we get a hashtag Steven in the chat showing appreciation for the wonderful, beautiful donut, my man? Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate ya. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're good. Hope you're safe and all that. Not sick, not in health, all that. Thank you. Appreciate you. That's so nice of you. We're looking at some of the logs for classes. Take a look at some of the damage numbers. This isn't final numbers on the alpha, and no add-ons can be used on the alpha, but you can log things, so it's interesting. Anyway, Subrogue seems to be good. Demon Hunters, this guys knew exactly what they could do in the fight. He popped all the cooldowns during the burst phases, so he got really lots of damage out. Demon Hunters are looking pretty strong right now, in general, but Subrogues are looking really good too. That burst damage you can put out is quite nice too. Hell, even Survival Hunter did. Then, okay, we got ourselves second boss on all the encounters. We're going to swap to the second boss. This is the teleporting boss, boys. That's why I decided to play some Outlaw. And right now it seems that Outlaw also does quite a bit. This is the fight where you actually have to stop and switch targets. Even the Demon Hunter that was pumping the first boss struggled in this one a little. With the Hunter, I don't have nearly as much of dots things for it. So, unlike on Holy Affliction Warlock, has to re-dot the target completely. I'm not in as bad of a spot as he is, for example, right? On the Holy DK, pretty quick swaps with pets, not the worst. Outlaw Rogue, though, was super good at this one, while everybody had a little bit of wind-up. And then what I noticed on the last boss, though, I'm not sure how I feel about Assassination Rogue damage, but I'll show you. So this is the Unholy DK run. We did about 1,200, slamming the boss, peppering him the whole time. The Druid did quite a bit, as much as he could, but, you know, only so much you can do. Unholy DK did more than the... this is a boss that doesn't have any moments where the boss takes more damage. It's just a constant fight against the boss, with some adds here and there, but not too much. Unholy DK and Demon Hunter were also doing pretty good. I definitely could have played my survival a little bit better for that one. Definitely if I switched my playstyle a little, I could have. But what I'm not sure is about that Assassination Rogue damage, though. It's at 800, and I tried my goddamn hardest on that one. I actually thought I was going to get a really good damn run on the damage department. But I didn't. So... I don't know. I wasn't sure. The Boomkin in this group did about the same damage as Boomkin in this group, though. So that's consistent. Although even he had a bug where he could instacast things. Survival Hunter did more damage. The Survival Hunter meme build did more damage than SS, which I'm not sure how SS feels. Could you show the warrior damage if you played it? I haven't got to log it, but it seems pretty good right now. I'd say it feels pretty good to play with. Actually, mutual surprisingly, well, it works out then. Have you got a feel in the storyline and Shadowlands out of the time to improve its expansion? I don't want to spoil nothing. I'm not here to spoil the stream, really. As a fellow Steven, I'm here for you, bro. There you go. Mob time to what and what ties into Legion? Story-wise, yeah. I don't want to spoil this one. I think you guys will like playing through this one. Don't look at Wowhead spoilers. I think you'll like this one if you play through Legion. This one ties into Legion and some into BFA, but it does have a nice tie into Legion. It's kind of cool, especially in Ardenwald. I think I spoiled too much already. Hey Dal, happen to have any logs on Arcade Mage? No, I would like to play one too. That's why we need a 5-man group on our Alpha, so we can do dungeons and collect some logs on some of the damage and abilities every class has to see how class is performing, because we'll disable the add-ons, but still internally we want to do some testing when it comes to our classes, right? Internally we want to do some testing. But yeah. That's cool. They brought Legion back into it. Yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Brother haircut section is first love it. Yeah, thanks, Supreme. Thank you, Reborn. Appreciate you. Oh my god, my barbershop opened up and I got a cut immediately, dude. It's only got it last week, but I kind of want to go back in and get it like re-thinned again. It's just no nice having short hair. I hate long hair. But yeah, so we just need more testing, more runs. We just need more queues for dungeons, and then we can test a lot more classes, how they feel, tanks, different builds, all that wackiness. I like to test Shadow Priest. I want to see how much damage can they do, like, in the proper build. Like, try different talents for different fights and see if a Shadow Priest can shine somehow. You know what I mean? Arcane Mage would be cool to test. Frost Mage would be cool to test. I'd like to test Demonology. I'd also like to test Warriors too. Monks would be great just to see the numbers. Red Paladin would be great. I want to see the big burst damage build. That seems like a lot of fun. And Enhancement Shaman, so we can actually like see some tested numbers with various builds. I'm looking like a damn gas station mop. I'm looking like a damn gas station mop. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I don't know if in your state or whatever if they open up or not, man. But yeah, I didn't have hair down to my shoulders, right? So I guess I can't really complain too much. But like, I took the trimmer, I usually fill the beard, and I got the sides and the back shortened, but then the top of the hair, like I can't really do much about it. It's getting longer and longer. I tried to shorten it best I could, but I was like, you know what? I don't wanna buzz it or anything, you know what I mean? So this part is getting longer and longer and longer. It's just looking like a fucking mess, no matter what I tried. So I'm a huge fan of just having shorter hair. It just feels so nice. The back of my head can breathe. Huge fan of that. How Feral and Boomian? Boomians are looking pretty good. I would like to try Feral versus like Boomian and I guess other classes. I would like to try different Feral builds available. Definitely like different Feral bleeds. Shadow Priest is the very first class back in BC, and Evolution has gone from one end of the spectrum to all the way to the other ways. Yeah, Shadow Priest have gone through quite a bit of changes. That's for sure. Because remember there were like one way back in MOP, one way back in WAD, then one way back in Legion, then one way back in through those expansions, MOP, WAD, Legion, and BFA. They just gone through like the only it feels like the only things they still do are Dot with VT, Pain, Mind Blast, and Mindseer. But like the mechanics around their playstyles are just completely different. Where it's like there's those 4 Bane abilities that you use for gameplay, but it doesn't feel like the same class anymore. I'll give Fire a bonus for Bold down. Nah, dude. I can't go bold. I can't. I can't. It would have to be like some charity shit or something like that, dude. Like some big shit that I truly believe in. I wouldn't do it for kicks, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. No. 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 So I need to ask if Subtlety Rogue feeling because I'm trying to play Assassin. Subtlety is looking pretty good and feeling pretty good. I'm telling you right now. The first boss we did with Ingra Malok normal. Subtlety feels so good. Let me show you the damage breakdown of Subtlety. Quite a bit of damage there. Lots of Shadow Strikes. Of course, lots of melees. Quite a bit of Eviscerates here and there. So, it does quite a lot of damage. I did play a specific build where it was like kind of... Actually, did I even have instant... I didn't have instant poison. Okay, I did have instant poison. I did mention a bit of rupture on the enemy. But it feels really good. In terms of the actual playstyle, the burst potential that it has, it is nice. I like it a lot. So in my highest damage, can I see that my highest hit damage for Eviscerate? Let's see, cast, average hit. Oh, there's Eviscerate and Eviscerate shadow damage. That's how Blizzard is going to try to do this. Okay, so Eviscerate is going to do extra shadow damage if you use it on a target that has fine weakness. So instead of having Eviscerate do more damage, you'll just have an extra tagged on shadow damage on top of it. So shadow Eviscerates themselves aren't going to do like a big chopper, but that extra shadow damage is going to be quite nice though. Yeah, so that's why Eviscerates don't look like... The average cast looks like only 2.2. That's because you don't calculate in the average hit of this extra shadow damage, which is 1.7 or so. So together it can kind of just like be a big old chunky number. But yeah. Can I see the Eviscerate damage breakdown actually? The crits and not crits? Crit chance, average hit 3.1. And this guy, Drowman. Only 1. We're only 1k, really? I feel like that's wrong. I could be wrong on that one. Yeah. Maybe I'm not wrong. Or maybe it didn't capture it right. I mean, maybe I'm not reading it right. That could be it too. Probably not reading it right. But what I'm trying to say, it feels pretty good to play, but also seems to do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I think you might be able to drop Assassination completely and play some sub in Shadowlands. Alrighty, boys. Should we go back on live and do a dungeon or two? I got a Survival Hunter AoE build set up finally. We can actually do a real key on survival. And we also have Arcane Mage we can do a real key on. Our rogue that we could try. Also, we have full gushing wounds rogue. We could try full gushing wounds rogue, boys. Assassination, full gushing wounds head to toe. It's interesting. Let's see. Happy. What spec will you be playing a rogue during Shadowlands? I would probably be playing outlaw and prioritizing outlaw, but we'll see. You know what I mean? You know, for certain. So we can see Arcane on live or alpha. Because I don't know how fast dungeon queues are. Also, I don't know how to sim, so if I want to sim stuff, I wouldn't be able to. I don't know how to. I never learned. Gushing Wounds do it? Yeah, let me show you the Gushing Wounds build. Let me actually take this, can I fly pad back? Let me take this character and log him off over here, because if I log him off over here, they can sometimes get bugged out, and I don't want him to get bugged out. So, yeah, we gotta... Oh, there's quest in MALDRAXXUS already? I can't wait to see MALDRAXXUS. They're like, what is this thing? What is that little skeleton looking dude? Okay, we'll get back, we'll get back, we'll get back. What was your favorite class in Shadowlands so far? Probably Rogue. I'm a huge fan of Rogues. At least for now. We'll see for sure, yeah? Like, maybe, this Blizzard like completely screws Rogues up, then maybe I'll try another class, but I'm a Rogue main, man. After today's reset on light source, my Rogues has energy starvation issues. I haven't changed anything besides my weapon. Did the weapon give you different resources? Like haste, versatility, probably haste, most likely, yeah. Probably a better weapon, but do you have right enchants on it? Are you sure you're wearing poisons? There's a couple things that could be causing haste issues or energy issues. Or maybe you're outlaw? Oh, alpha crashed. Okay, that's fine. We're logged off anyway. Let me go and show you my Gushing Wounds build, boys. Head to toe Gushing Wounds. I bought a bunch of them, and I had a bunch of them already. Dal equals pro outlaw rogue. Far from it. Appreciate it, my man. I think I'm consider myself halfway decent, maybe, but appreciate you. Super nice of you. So this is what this monstrosity looks like right now. I gotta give it a mog though. I gotta put some nice dressing on it. We'll see what we get. Is Hacker still move for Shadowlands? Nope, it's back. Acrobatic Strikes is back for Outlaw, so that's probably gonna make it still really good for PvE and dungeons. Because I don't think we're gonna change too much than what we're doing right now in BFA. I think Blizzard wants to keep it mostly the same, but adjust a few things, and I think they're doing a decent job. Now, which set do we wear, boys? Which set screams Gushing Wounds? I think this might scream Gushing Wounds, yeah. The big gush. This could scream gush. Could do some of the older sets. Captain Ogrimmar set. Captain Ogrimmar. Ooh, that could be the big gushing set. The red daggers. Make it all purple. Or red with crimson. Or that screams gushing. What did we ask? That's a gushing rogue. Okay, so let me show you my rogue gushing build. So actually I have quite a bit of versatility at the end of it all. Surprise, surprise, I have 33. Surprisingly. I have 23 haste, which is too much, but that's okay. I'm using double PvP trinket for that Versa. I could drop one of them for like... for 30 Versa. That actually is not a bad combo if I were to go for like a dressed. Right? But anyway, let me show you how many gushings I have, boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 versatility. 7 gushes. So it procs for 14,000 a pop! $14,000 a pop. You know, I have a 4,000 damage a dot here, 4,000 damage a dot here. You know, nothing big. Maybe we go for a kidney shot in there and we put a 5,000 damage or a whole 15,000 now. Yeah, this seems okay. This seems totally okay. Yeah, this seems fine. This is fine. Totally okay. Totally normal. SATA stack haste or a crit. I think you go for versatility in PvP as a SAS, but I don't play SAS ever. I just did gushing build just in case I want to mess around with a SAS, and I might mess with it as outlaw too. Jesus, dude. Can my dots prog gushing? Can dots prog gushing? I actually want to see if it can. Hold on. Someone's fishy here. Oh, yeah. So I have them dotted up, right? Good. Can dots prog gushing? I feel like they can. They're just not doing it. Maybe they can't. So we got one gushing here. So we got one gushing. So I think only one gushing can be up at all times. But I could be wrong on that one. Okay. We're looking. No, I think it procs from like autos and actually using abilities. I don't think it actually procs from like anything other. But yeah, imagine getting just locked into a full gushing, reaping flames, dressed into a big envenom, as gushing just melts you and reprocs over itself. Yeah. It could crit for 30. Oh wow, long time without joining. You look different. How's it going, CJ? Yeah, this is a lot, man. So this, I have found Assassination Rogue, Weapon Strike Mog into Fangs of the Father, one of the best quest lines ever. Fangs of the Father? Do I know that one? Fang of the Father? There's Fangs of the Devourer. I don't see Fangs of the Father. Am I doing something wrong? I'm looking at Legion artifacts. Daggers. Fang of the Faja. Fang of Oblivion. Fang of the Father? Is that it? Nope. Fangs of the Father, right? Oh. Stalker's Fang and Death Sting. Huh. What class look good in Shadowlands and opinion, mate? A lot. Well, just about every class looks good. I don't think any class looks bad. Maybe Mage, except for now Fire Mage is doing a lot of damage because it's bugged. But yeah, Mage right now was the only class that was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that one. None of them look bad. They're just kind of boring, if worst to worst. Judging proc with D100 Blade ends bleed. Oh my god. So maybe they do proc from bleeds. Maybe they do. I don't PvP as assassination ever. So this is definitely weird for me, man. Yeah, because I don't PvP as a SAS at all. If I were to go and take my outlaw PvP build though, like how many gushings could I put in my outlaw? Actually. How many gushings could I put on in my outlaw without losing too much Versa? Because this is my outlaw PvP set. It's all Versa build. And with 31 Versa with a double DPS trinket, which I think I'll stick with a Versa build for my outlaw and do double DPS trinket. But if I were to like swap out a couple of pieces, I guess I could start with like the belt. I could do the pants and the boots. Maybe the rings with gushings. What's the gushing ring? Ooh. And then I would want to do at least one. But I have a lot of corruption though, because I am running. Wait, what? Versatility from sources. Yeah, we'd want to drop that to just haste Versa. And I do have these weapons that are slappers. So I won't be able to go with the slappers weapons. So the most gushing I could put on myself is, I need to replace, I think, the pants. 49, but it's not that much a replacement, really. No, we're gonna have to go down. So all this stuff is versatility as hell. Maybe I need to replace a ring. And then I could go with a versatility ring or gloves here. Yeah, so I could go somewhat of gushing versatile build for Outlaw with double rod down slappers. And how many gushing is that? 1, 2, 3. So many gushings is that going to be for Outlaw, actually? Looking forward to play Outlaw. I gotta get into proc first. On my Outlaw Rogue. Gushing proc, please. Gushing proc, please. Oh, the eyeball is pretty huge. Yeah, the eyeball could actually be killer. Gushing proc for how much? 6,500? That's not a bad proc for gushing, honestly. 6,500? Okay, if I could go, though, double PvP trinket, however, I could take away some of that Versa. Right? So we got more Versa. We can take away Versa from our gear. And I could take my dagger to be the gushing as well. So we have 19 gush. We can go 5 extra here with gush. We can go ring with gush, I think. No, ring with gush would add 15. That would be too much then. Maybe if we drop the bracer to something just not offensive. $19 gushing with a slapper. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gush, 6 gush, and a Raden slapper. How hard would that hit? Hold on, how hard would that hit for Outlaw? And we won't have any PvE trinkets, right? We won't be able to dress or anything like that. We just have normal ass trinkets. We just have to play basic bitch trinkets to get that 32% Versa. Wait. It would be actually 26% Versa. That'd be quite low Versa. How much was that just now? 12k gushings. Hmm. 12k gushings. But I'm dropping quite a bit of Versa. If I were to go with like a different weapon, like this thing, then actually I could drop the whole... Okay, I gained a bit of Versa. And go a little bit of Versa here to 24% Versa with 31% versatility baseline. If I were to, let's say, go here, I could go down to 28% versatility and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gushings, but then no rod den slapper. Yeah, for Outlaw, I think I would still stick, but the gushing though for Assassin seems really, really strong. Like, ridiculously strong. Is corruption still going to be in Shadowlands? No. As far as we know, nope. Lotus said no corruptions. Nope, none of that. Out of here with that. But yeah, dude, oh my god, gushings, dude. I need to try this with Assassin PvP. Like, the gushing fiesta is going to be insane. Thanks to the father of 2 daggers from Cattle Legendary. Ah, okay, okay. The individual names for them are Golad, Twilight of Aspects, and Notorious Nightmare of Ages. Okay. I feel ya, I feel ya. One more quick question, sorry, but Mean Feral, do you think it'll be good in Shadowlands? Hopefully. We'll have to wait and see, yeah? Not a lot of cutscenes have been done. Shadow Priests though, lol. Yeah, Shadow Priests are interesting. Oh, let me actually try the gushing with Blade Flurry. I think gushing works with Blade Flurry. So you might be able to play like a Cleave Outlaw play style with a bunch of gushings with Blade Flurry. I want to try that. We're going to go for the Versa. I guess we could replace one of the Rodden Slappers with a Gush. Replace our rings with the Gush. Where is it? Ooze. 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 And we can go take this off. Yeah, something like that, right? Wait, did I gush? Okay, so that hit him with gushing. But I don't think it hit multiple targets with gushing. Blade Flurry on. Okay, the main target got hit with gushing. Nobody else is doing big damage out of it, though. Wait. Oh, maybe. Whoa, whoa, no. I have multiple targets now with gushing. Hold on. I actually do have multiple targets with gushing now. Look at that. That guy's gush. Ticket for 25k. So it seems to sometimes put gushing on more than one target, but very rarely. Very rarely. Like this guy had gushing. So it can put it on more than one target. I wish it told me like if two targets could have it at the same time, kind of like how often does it happen? So this main target has it. I don't really see anybody else doing some big numbers. Maybe this guy was having hit. That's right, and slap it that hit him. This guy has gushing, no gushing. Okay, only one with gushing. Blade Flurry back up. Do as much damage as we can. Hoping to get some gushing procs. Yeah, it seems to sometimes be able to put gushing on one of the people that you're hitting with Blade Flurry. So it seems that gushing can proc, but it has like an internal clock to it, you know what I mean? So you can't just like Blade Flurry and everybody has gushing all at once, ticking just... It might hit the target you're focused on, but it also could be put on a target that you're Blade Flurrying. And maybe you can have two. Not at once, just like pop up at the same time and just tick. You'll have one tick, start ticking down, another tick, start ticking down. That normally would be the gushing that will refresh this first one, but instead it hits another target. So still gushing I think could do quite a bit of damage even in AoE. So whatever it was doing damage AoE was, right, to the train dummies? It was right here. Eye Corruption. So that's how much damage it would do even AoE. It would normally do it to a singular enemy. But it's still quite a bit of damage either way. How many gushes do you have now? So I have 7 overall. 7 pieces of gushings. 2 of them are in daggers, because for assassination. Maybe I could have made them on non-dagger pieces, but I know I could farm up some more, one more gushing at least before the end of this. So I could have like a piece to swap out and probably put on these hands. These hands. But yeah. Girl crying, gotta go. I think it goes on appreciate my man. How do you feel about gushing as outlaw? I don't know if it procs often enough. I used to rock a few gushings, like 2 gushes in PvP. And most of my damage was either gushing wound or right down slappers. Now I feel like you have to commit a lot more gushings in order to get the damage to really get across. But maybe it could work. Maybe it could work. Gushing is really good for single target in PvE, but in PvP it's also really good for just like focusing down a single target. And the amount of damage it can do. So it can be fun to mess around with. We don't know how good it's going to be, but I got a bunch of them just for fun to see what it's going to do. Yeah, it's a lot of gushing. So if I go on my ASUS set, which I would actually like to also make a subset with a bunch of Mastery Versa and Mastery Corruptions. But we'll see. Here we go. Gushing booty. Because the ASUS Rogue ass booty. And gushing because we're playing gushing wounds. And I guess I could go dropping this to down 30. Yeah, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna drop it down to dressed with a Versa proc. But yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gushings. And gushings together are doing... This many gushings are doing how much damage? 14,000 a pop. And the crit is quite high. So even Outlook could do quite a bit of damage with gushings as well. And I think you have 1 less, because you have to have 1 Raden Slapper at least. But you would do quite a bit of damage in general. Maybe it'll be good for PvE. I might need to sim it for PvE as well. But yeah, I mostly made it for assassination just so I can fuck around with it. I might as well, right? Because eventually it's gonna run out, so I might as well make a set with assassin full of gushings. Maybe it'll be bad in the future, but I might as well play around with corruptions. I haven't been playing with them at all, man. There's some crazy, wacky, kooky builds people are working on, and I might as well try it too, yeah? Might as well have fun with it. Because after a month, it's gonna be gone anyway, so whatever, right? But yeah. That's a lot of gushing. So I was thinking maybe try it out with assassination. Maybe next time Tickle was like, yeah, you want to do arenas? I'd be like, yeah, I'll try assass with a full gushing build. See just how much raw damage it can do. Just how much pressure can I put on a single healer just sitting on them, training them into oblivion. I think it'd be hilarious. But yeah. It could be kind of good. Could be kind of good. Upcoming Shaman changes for Alpha. Wait, what? Do we have some stuff in Alpha? This is new. Wait, we got some new stuff, boys. Wait, whoa. We got Alpha changes for classes. Double blink back? Wait, no way. Okay, hold on. So we got ourselves upcoming DPS Shaman changes for Shadowlands Alpha. Upcoming changes to mages in Shadowlands. Tsushima returns. Ooh, let's go. Tsushima guaranteed. And a holy DK changes. Not the biggest, but it's okay. Ah, they kept the AoE. Death Knights right now. That's Death Knights right now. Blizzard, in an upcoming build for Shadowlands, several changes have been made to both DPS Shaman specializations. One quick note before discussing specific changes to each spec. Siren Totem is being removed as a baseline button tool Shamans now! Siren Totem was brought back in Shadowlands with intention of totems being a cool and iconic part of Shaman class, but without significant redesign of button to give it mechanical interaction and feeling impactful to press, it wound up feeling like another cooldown you had to manage that didn't have any excitement behind it. Siren Totem gone! We only had you for like 2, 3, 4 months! No! No! Rest in peace, Siren Totem boys. We missed you. It's been fun. Alright, Elemental Shaman. Fulmination has been changed to be guaranteed proc from Lightning Bolt and Lightning Bolt Overload. So every time you Lightning Bolt or Lightning Bolt. So every time you Lightning Bolt or get an Overload, you get attack of Fulmination for a bigger Earth Shock. Not as big as the current Earth Shock, but still going to be pretty nice. Going to be more consistent. Take the RNG out of it. Chain Lightning has been decoupled from Fulmination entirely. Still grants stacks to Seismic Thunder, which I like. Because that was a little weird, because it felt like you had Earth Shock. So now, Chain Lightning will give you Seismic Thunder stacks to make your Earthquake instant and do more damage, and Lightning Bolts will make your Earth Shock do more damage. So it has that interaction built to it. Okay. Earthquake base damage has been reduced significantly, but Seismic Thunder now increases the damage of each Earthquake for each stack consumed. So normally Earthquake would do quite a bit of damage, but it would be faster cast and even instant at full stacks with Chain Lightnings. But now, dropping an Earthquake does very little damage, but getting some Chain Lightnings into an empowered Earthquake is how you'll be doing damage, which I'm okay with. It's kind of like, you have Earth Shock with Lightning Bolt, and they have Earthquake for Chain Lightning. One for single target, one for AoE. Makes sense. Fire Elemental's previous interaction with bonus Fulmination proc has been redesigned. While Fire Elemental is active, the period of Flame Shock is reduced, so Flame Shock sticks faster, which makes a better dot, and increases the DPS of any active Flame Shock debuff. So if you already have a Flame Shock, you summon the Elemental, increases, or maybe just buffs while it's up. And increases the chance of gaining Lava Surge effect, which I like, so more procs. Additionally, while Fire Elemental is active, the newly cast Flame Shock will have a duration increased by 100%. So you Elemental, Flame Shock, and while the Elemental is up, the Flame Shock is going to do tick faster, do more damage, and you're not going to have to worry about refreshing for a while. They needed to remove Rockbiter. They needed to remove it. I haven't read that yet, but that ability was useless. Dwarfen, you know it. It did nothing. It actually filled up the bar and made it feel clunky. I am okay with it. I'm okay with it. We'll talk about it in a second. 100% of the goes on down my favorite best YouTuber. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you for letting me know. Thank you. I like that stuff. I like hearing those thoughts, guys. It feeds my ego. But no, I really do appreciate it, man. It's super cool because I like interacting with you guys, and I'm glad you guys like the videos. It started as a little itty bitty channel, and now we got you beautiful boys in here. Couldn't do that, Shim. Anyway, Echo of the Elements. I forgot what that does. No longer grants a second charge of healing stream totem for Elemental Shaman. Okay. This is more of a bug fix, noting here as it's a moderate change to availability for Echo Elementals talent, challenge change for restoration. Okay. Should make above elemental feel quite more control of what happens as a result of personal abilities. I'm okay with that. Enhancement. Oh. Core ability changes and then talent changes. Yeah, let me see this. Enhancement Shaman core ability changes. Rock Bottom has been removed from the spec. This is a big change we're trying out. Rock Bottom Shadowlands basically only serves as a GCD filler. That's true. With Immortal Maelstrom and Flame Shock and Frost Shock becoming class-wide abilities that also on a short cooldown to fill empty spots, there was a lot of competition in the 6-second, more or less, cooldown space of available buttons. Without Maelstrom, Rock Bottom didn't have any strong interaction with the rest of the Enhancement Toolkit. That's true. It doesn't give procs. It's a ranged ability. It actually doesn't really play into the playstyle whatsoever. Just some nature damage from a distance. No Maelstrom. So, max Maelstrom stacks. Well, Rock Bottom didn't give Maelstrom either. With the rest of the Enhancement Toolkit, and shock spells are more iconic to Shaman. So instead of hitting your Rock Bottom, I guess you'll go Frost, Flame Shock in order to get the Flame Shock, and I think you'll Frost Shock to fill the GCDs. And shock spells are more iconic to Shaman. This is an experimental change trying out a combination of changes below. Let us know how it feels. Lava Lash, now learned level 11, down from level 22. Base cooldown increased to 18 seconds, was 12. That's a pretty long CD. Lava Lash now gets upgraded level 22 to its cooldown reduced to 12 seconds. Okay, so that's more for leveling purposes. Storm Surge cooldown is reduced to 7.5. Was 9 seconds. I'm okay with that. Max and Maelstrom stacks 10? You can have 10 stacks of Max Maelstrom, so you can't ever overcap. I like that. I like that. You can have 10, so you can't ever overcap. If you get a bunch of like Windfury procs. Each stack of Maelstrom weapon now grants increased damage and healing. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Yes, we did it, boys! That's exactly what I wanted out on Enhancement. Each stack of Maelstrom should increase the damage or healing of Maelstrom weapon abilities, as well as cast time. That is going to feel more impactful. Yes. 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 Yes to this completely. Because there's so many other talent abilities that feel weak, but if Maelstrom increases the damage, it's so much more impactful. So if you want to Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Elemental Blast, or whatever it is, those will also do more damage now with the stacks. I like that change. I'm actually happy about this one. Because it feels weak when it's just like, Lightning Bolt. But it's the same Lightning Bolt as if you were to just cast it. What's the point? It's instant. So, but now that it does more damage, it's going to be higher priority on the list. So now Shamans are going to be less building and spending, but more priority. And if someone uses Maelstrom, priority. Should be top priority. It didn't feel that way, but now it should. Abilities altered by Maelstrom have had the baseline damage or healing values reduced. So abilities that like Lightning Bolting or healing basic is going to be not as effective, but when you have Maelstrom build it up, it's going to be more effective. I do hope that means that the current Lightning Bolt isn't going to be the same Lightning Bolt at 5 stacks Maelstrom. I do hope it'll be a little bit stronger because the current Lightning Bolts and heals were really weak. Stormbringer no longer causes your next Storm Strike to not incur a cooldown. Wait, so when you get a Stormbringer, you can't just like spam Storm Strikes? Is that what it is? Or they just like Storm Strike and the Stormbringer refreshes it, but then you don't get like double Storm Strikes. If that's how it is and you can't spam Storm Strikes, I'm kind of okay with it. Maybe. We'll see how it feels. Feral Spirits now grants 1 stack of Maelstrom immediately when pressed, and additional 5 stacks over the duration. That's awesome. I like that interaction. Your target hit with Chain Lightning now increase the damage of and reduce the cooldown of your next Crash Lightning. So when you Chain Lightning AoE, your next Crash Lightning is going to be shorter cooldown and does more damage. Windfury Totem radius increased from 12 to 30 yards. Yes! Windfury Totem needed a bigger radius. Windfury weapon and Flame Tongue no longer required to click the button. Then click the weapon on your character sheet. The automatically apply the effects to an appropriate equipped weapon. Okay, so you can't now have 2 Windfury stacks or 2 Flame Tongue stacks, I think, right? Probably not. Okay, so Blizzard doesn't want us to play double Windfury, which is an actual play style you could play. What's up, Diamond? How you doing, fam? Lightning Shield now has a 50% chance to grant you second Maelstrom when it deals damage to an enemy. I like that. In PvP, this is going to give a lot of Maelstrom back. Flamethrower, Frost Shock have the cooldown shortened with your current haste. Yes, I like that. That's going to be really good. Elemental Enhancement Shaman talent changes. Boulder Fist talent has been redesigned and renamed Lash and Flames. Lava Lash now increases the damage of a Flame Shock on the target by 100% for 12 seconds. Yes, I like that. Landslide has been redesigned and renamed to Storm Fury. Each time one Fury weapon activates, the cooldown of Storm Surge reduced by 1 second. I like that. Hailstorm renamed to Cycle of the Elements. So every time you... So that one is every time you cast, I think, a Frost Shock or a Flame Shock. Every time you cast a shock, I think it reduces the cool... Or every time you Storm Strike, the cooldown of your shocks is refreshed completely, I think. Searing Assault talent resigned and is renamed Hailstorm. Your second Maelstrom consumed increases the damage of your next Frost Shot by 50% and causes your next Frost Shot to hit one additional target per minute consumes. So does that mean the Frost Shot can now consume Maelstrom? That's a pretty interesting one. Up to 5 stacks. Hailstorm. Your second Maelstrom consumed increases the damage. Oh, when you like got 5 seconds of Maelstrom and then your Lightning Bolt. Increases the damage of a Frost Shock. Maximum up to 5 seconds. So you can Lightning Bolt, and then go for a big slap of Frost Shock. Just a big old... Okay, I'm okay with that. Overcharge talent redesigned and renamed to Fire Nova! Causes your Flame Shocks to erupt in flames, dealing fire damage up to 6 targets in your Flame Shock target. Yes! Fire Nova is back, boys, even though it's a talent, but it's back! I remember that one from Shaman. I like that one, actually. Yes! I like that one. Are they up now? I want to test this now. Upcoming mage changes. Okay, we got the Shamans. Time for mages. Thank you all for your continued feedback on Mage Challenge. Below you'll find the latest changes, which includes reverting Shimmer to 2 charges, further talent tuning, and removal of short-lived Frost and Fire Ward. Frost and Fire Ward are gone? Warlock changes! Oh my god, how many do they got? They got Warlock changes too! Oh! Do they got rogues? Poggies! That's fucking Pog! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, we're calm, we're chill. Shimmer has 2 charges! Mage is gonna be happy because Shimmer it's a game-changing playstyle. It's too good. You can't remove it. However, cooldown increased to 25 seconds instead of 20. After listening to feedback and more playtesting, we're returning Bolt Charge Shimmer at a slightly higher cooldown cost. Our goal with this change was to bring more it in line with the other talents in a row. But in doing so, Shimmer lost a lot of its identity. If the other talents on this tier continue to underperform, we'll look at ways that we can enhance them to be more attractive options. Yes, the other talents in the role with Shimmer needs to be really strong. They need to be definitely worth. They need to do a lot of damage or do some cool shit. They need to be really strong worth considering. But Shimmer double mobility, people like it. Physic Magic now also grants 1% intellect, second up to 8 times. That's a good change. That's a good change, because Focus Magic just gave you a 1% crit. No, it gave you like 5% crit? Who cares? But now every time your ally crits, you get intellect buff, which makes it a little stronger in that same row, because the other ones are just that much better. Still black during the 25 seconds, it would be great. I don't think they're bringing that one back, though. I don't think they're bringing the reversal Mage Blink. Oh, they're buffing instead of nerfing. What the hell? Business reform? I know, right? Focus Magic. We'd like Focus Magic to reward the caster a bit more for taking an ally-friendly talent. And I like the fact that it can give you 8% stacks of intellect. That's quite good. 8%. It could be even 10%, but right now they might buff it. Frost and Fire Ward removed from all specs. Compared to some other abilities, they still landed a little flat and overlapped a bit too much with each other on the barriers. I'm okay with that, yeah, if people didn't really care for it. Fire Specialization. Alex Charges Fury now makes your next Pyroblast and Flamestar deal... Alex Charges Fury makes your next Pyroblast and Flamestar deal 30%... Alex Charges Fury now makes your next Pyroblast or Flamestar deal 35% increased damage. We look at more and more competitive with a Flame On and future Phoenix Flame replacement. So when you breathe with fireball, with a flame, you can pyroblast for a bunch or flame check for a bunch. That's not bad. That's not bad in the row. That is actually not bad. It has some single target, but also some actual AoE components to it. That's not bad at all. Yeah, it's actually pretty good so far. Alright, Death Knights. Hello! Death Knight will see a couple of abilities tweaked in the alpha update. Based on the feedback we received, we think this should help their usability going forward. Thank you very much for your continued feedback. Blood DK. Ruin Tap global cooldown removed. Wait, GCD removed completely? Blood Tap was made baseline in Shadowlands, but we had a GCD added, which was not present in Battle for Azeroth. But everyone did change to bring it back to more current functionality. That's good, because Blood Tap is a utility that a Death Knight would want to use. Is it a base ability now? Outbreak duration of Verdant Plague increased to 28 seconds was 21. Outbreak AoE range increased to 10 was 8. Wait, so no caps? No AoE cap. Just Outbreak range of how easily it tags onto enemies. Developer notes, we changed how Verdant Plague functions in Shadowlands. To compensate for loss of uptime to Verdant Plague, we increase the duration and increase the initial AoE application. Doesn't require such a side group to maximize targets hit. I'm okay with that. Pretty simple. Is row changed? Not yet. We'll see. We will see. Blizzard is posting these right now on Blue Post. Wait, is there a Blue Post? Yeah, so we can see what, like, if there's a minute mark comes up, that's something new. But yeah, we had a mage change feedback, I guess. Warlock, Shaman. I guess we have to wait, yeah. Okay, well, that was the DK. Let's take a look at the Warlocks. Hello! In this build of Shadowlands Alpha, we made some changes to Affliction Warlocks based on your feedback. One to address concerns about pet summons, Curse of Doom, and Affliction single target rotation, amongst other things. Thank you for your post. Warlock. Fell Domination is now based on ability. Learned at level 34 with a 3-minute cooldown. Fell Domination reduces the summoning cast time by 5.5 seconds. Summoning a pet shouldn't be always easy, but sometimes you need a new pet in a pinch. So you can use the ability of Fell Domination? Wait, it's a cooldown, because right now summoning pets does... It takes a good while. Right now on BFA you summon pets very quickly. But on Alpha it takes you a sec to really summon a new one. So, playing... Is it looking like Kultura? Dinamo Kultura main from Boralis. Ahoy! So it seems Fell Domination will be a 3-minute cooldown where you can just swap a pet immediately, which can be pretty cool for PvP and PvE. This will give Warlocks a little bit more flexibility without having to sit there and cast a pet. So choosing which pet you go into battle is nice, but if you need one to swap immediately, like from Mythic Pluses or whatever, could be quite good. Curse of Doom removed from Affliction and Destruction Warlocks. Isn't Curse of Doom the one that's a dot? Curse of Exhaustion learned at level 58 for all 3 specs, and Curse of Exhaustion slows targets by 50% for 8 seconds. We love Curse of Doom, but it wasn't working out well at a 60-second period. Also, I feel Curse of Exhaustion will provide interesting choices when deciding which curse to use. 8 seconds slow? That's pretty cool. Interesting. Affliction, Shadow's Embrace is now baseline as part of Shadow Bolt rank 2. Learn level 52 for Affliction. What's Shadow's Embrace? I feel like I should be on the alpha for this stuff. Yeah, I feel like I should be on the alpha for this. Can I log on alpha here, boys? Can we go on the alpha? Is this live on the alpha right now? Just so I know what talents we're talking about. Because what is Shadow's Embrace? Is that the instacast Shadow Bolt? Earl, I hope I give some love to Feral Druids. Ask them to check the needed it. Well, they're probably doing updates and posts for different classes, and I think just haven't hit Druids yet. Okay, so I want to get on the Warlock just to make sure I know what the fuck they're talking about. We don't know if this changes are live yet, so I'm just gonna get on the Warlock just so I can test the stuff, right? I'm not here. Well, I'm not here to test. I just want to make sure I'm reading the right abilities. But we'll see if those are live. Maybe those are live right now. Maybe they're not live yet, and they're going to be live in the next build. We don't know yet. I'll read in a second. Any priest changes? Not yet. Not yet. But if these are live, then I'm okay with it. I guess we'll see with the Warlock, right? We'll see new abilities if they're up. What do we get, Blizzard? Did we get anything new? New curses? Recklessness, Enslaved Demon. No, Doom is still there. So this haven't been... Yeah, so these haven't been updated yet, right? Nothing new yet. Nothing, boys, nothing new yet. I can confirm nothing new yet. We gotta wait. So what is that talent? Shadow's Embrace is now baseline part of the Shadowbolt rank 2. The hell is Shadow's Embrace? Is it like a passive or something? Demonic Embrace? Is it because I'm Nightfall? The hell is Shadow's Embrace? Level 45 talent. Oh! Okay. Thanks, chat. Shadowbolt applies Shadow's Embrace, increasing damage dealt by a target. Wait, what? That's baseline? That's cool. So you can go Haunt or Grimoire. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not against that. So Shadow's Embrace is baseline as part rank 2, learned in Future 2. Shadowbolt Affliction was fallen wayside of rotation. This should encourage Warlocks to use it more often and provide more gameplay while fighting single target. This would make Drain Life so much easier to play with. A Stable Affliction no longer has one target limit and no longer amplifies the damage of the target. I like that. More ways to spread, no longer has amp. I'm okay with that. That's pretty cool. Better for Cleave. Unstable Affliction damage backlash on this spell increased substantially for PvP. Oh boy. Really cool. Blizzard doesn't care about Shadow Priest. Yo, Hal, we literally haven't even seen them make a post in Shadow Priest just now. They've literally just posted on 4 classes and there's probably more posts on the way. Can you give it a minute? I think it's way too early to be like, Blizzard don't care about Shadow Priest. Can we wait? Maybe they'll post one in like an hour or so. Wait like until tomorrow and then we can be like, yeah, I haven't seen nothing new on Shadow Priest. I think it's too early, Hal. Way too early. Way too early for Doom and Gloom. Be a sunshine, Hal. Summarizing it like that. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to summarize this stuff. This is more experimental change than the rest, but we feel that Simple Fiction is not meeting play expectations at a limit of 1. This change allows Affliction to focus more on spreading dots and focus many targets at once. I like that. Corruption or ranks up to 54 will gain additional period, dealing 0.12 coefficient damage instantly. Okay, so like when you pop Corruption, it'll do damage and stuff. I guess that's cool. Writhe in Agony calls Agony to start at 4 stacks! Trade baked into a talent, I like that. And increase, in addition to increasing maximum stacks to 18, I like that. New talent, Inevitable Demise. Damaging an enemy with Agony increases the damage of an X Drain Life by 5%! This effect stacks up to 50 times. Talent baked into a trade baked into a talent, I like that. Nightfall activates slightly more often as Corruption spreads to more targets. Bruce and Nightfall will not occur more as often as spread Corruption on multiple targets. This felt counterintuitive, so we added functionality to increase its rate in multiple Corruptions. Similar to Agony, its increase is not linear, but you will see more Nightfall as multi-target. Deathbolt is now a PvP talent. Huh? With Stable Affliction stacking gone, the instant burst single target damage will fall from perfect for PvP talents, so act as a finisher. I hope they buff it, because I feel like it'll be not as good, but it does mean PvP talent frees up space for PvE stuff. Tongue-tied removed, replaced with Howl of Terror! Howl of Terror, boys! Howl of Terror. It's back. Fears 5 targets within 10 yards for 20 seconds. Has a 1.5 second cast time and a 40 second cooldown. Wow. A cast time and a 40 second CD. I guess you would stun enemies and you would fear them. That's pretty cool. You could fear bomb things, but you gotta stun them first. That's pretty cool. New talent, a Dark Caller in place of Shadow's Embrace. Reduces the cooldown of Summon Dark Lair by 1 minute. This challenge will Shadow Warlocks specialize further into keeping dots of lots of the dots of main targets at once and give them more room to use Malefic Rapture in that window. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But Deathbolt being a PvP talent? Okay, we'll see. PvP talents. Soul Shatter removes all active corruptions. Only corruptions. Deal 10% of maximum HP and grants 10 stacks of haste. Stack it for 5 times last 50 seconds, and it's a magic dispellable. The talent was very underutilized due to the heavy cost of removing all dots. It now removes corruption instead, and no longer generates soul shards. So now you can do 10% of enemies' maximum health and damage, so you have 3 targets, 30% pop, and you gain haste. So you can gain like 30% haste. Deathbolt deals 60% of the damage equal to the remaining duration of your dots. Is that better? Because, oh, 60 instead of 20! Oh my god, they're actually making Deathbolt a PvP nuke! 60% damage remaining to dots, has a 1.5 second cast time, and a 45 second cooldown. Deathbolt missile is slower and more apparent. Oh, that's gonna be so cool. Amplify Curse and now affects Curse of Exhaustion. Cause it to slow by 70%. We got Amp Curse. Amplify Curse. Your next curse or Recklessness, Tongues, or Weakness applies another effect. Recklessness applies Exhaustion, reducing the movement speed by 70%. Curse of Tongues increases cast time by additional 30. Weakness unable to crit strike. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Some rogues already do quite a bit of AoE, from what I've tested. Like, they're more focused spec, like they're designed to be more funnily common points into single eviscerates. But in AoE, when you want to do equal amount of damage, their AoE ability isn't bad armor, especially when you get fine weakness procs and everything, in like a pure AoE. But there's still, like, I think there's still gonna be, like, if you want to cleave, you would want to put ruptures on things. But I think your priority is going to be always to focus down single strongest target and group and eviscerate. There's going to be more value for the buck. I don't think they're gonna make him like Assassination or Outlaw with like even Stevens AoE. But maybe. Corsair reverted Doom, the damage increased. The only demonology thing, okay. I'm alright with that. Is that all? That's all for now, but that's 4. I guess definitely doesn't really matter that much. It's mostly like some niceties, but Mage change is good. I think the Shaman change looks really solid, and I'm really excited for the Warlock change. Very, very excited for the Warlock change, boys. This looks actually all quite good. Yo, let's hop on that Enhance for a second, dude, because Enhance is, yeah. It's interesting. What do you boys think? What do you boys think? All the chat changes. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? Because this shit looks good. I think it looks great. I like the Warlock changes overall. I think they're doing good stuff with Affliction. They haven't touched Demonology or Destruction, which I'm a little bit saddened by. And I'm hoping those specs get a little bit more work, but I like the Affliction changes. It seems that a Blizzard is working on Affliction first, and I think they're going to hit Demo and Destro later. I like the Shaman changes, Ellie, and especially Enhancement, because Rockbiter feels so ass depressed, dude. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, Rockbiter sucks. I do hope the damage of Lightning Bolt here, right? What is it for? 300? I hope it'll be higher with Maelstroms. It'll be higher. What if it's some Rogue Live? I think Rogues are actually one of the better classes in the alpha. Like, we still feel really good to play. I think they've done pretty good stuff with Outlaw and Sub. Are we asking for, like, what do you think they should change? Like, cause are we asking for changes for the sake of like we want some new stuff, or do we actually want something new? Like, what specifically would you want to see for rogues? It sounds like just more damage. Yeah, because Enhancement Shaman felt a little bit whack, dude. I like the Crash Lightning playing around with your Chain Lightning. The abilities definitely felt like a blow, that's for sure. I'll give him that for sure. I really love Affliction. More like, yeah, I'm glad to give him some change with him. Bro, is already Rogue the best PvP and Mythics? Bro, Rogue is already best in PvP and Mythics. They're pretty good in PvP and Mythics, I agree. For Outlaw, certain buff changes. Like which ones? Be more specific. We can't reroll as much anymore. That's fine. Have you tried the new Outlaw on Alpha? So, the new Outlaw, I think, is actually better than the current Outlaw. Because we have, think about it like this, we always have 2 buffs, right? Slice and Dice, what buff does it make you think of? Grand Melee. By itself, it's not an amazing buff, but together with another buff, it's actually quite a decent one. It's good for sustain. Grand melee refreshes, slice and dice. The new buff, yes, but it's kind of like, look, I have slice and dice. That's basically old grand melee. And a roll, true bearing. I have 2 buffs right now as outlaw. 2 buffs. That's quite a lot of buffs. It does quite a lot of damage. And you get your roll the bones back only for 50 energy as you spend finishers into combat or with rebuffing yourself. So right now I have 2 buffs. It looks like I only have 1 roll the bones buff and slice and dice, but slice and dice is basically grand melee, isn't it? I got a crit buff. I don't have to worry. I got a buff. Don't worry about it. Just do damage and then worry about reroll when it's off cooldown. You don't need to reroll all the time. If you had a grand melee and a shark buff, you wouldn't reroll, right? So I'm not going to reroll. There's no point. I have 2 buffs in a sense. I'm going to refresh slice and dice to make sure I have that second buff available. I'm going to hit him with the Covenant ability. Trying to see if I can get 2 calm points. Yeah. Big finisher. I don't need to reroll. I got a shark buff. That's a good buff. I'm going to pop between the eyes and do more damage. More crit chance, and between the eyes increases the crit damage. Roll the bones fall off. I'm going to reroll a buff. I'm back to 2 buffs. I have slice and dice and grand melee. Or true bearing. But you can treat it and look at it as if it's 2 buffs. Now, do you want to keep those buffs or do you want to reroll? You probably will reroll this since it doesn't cost you calm points at all to reroll, just a little bit of energy. Pop adrenaline rush to make sure I have my rerolls and all that stuff. Between the eyes here, we got a crit buff back up. Back to business. Back to doing as much damage as we humanly can. We'll pop a killing spree in there just for fun. This is just a bunch of damage. Look at all those beautiful crits popping off on the screen. And I now have a crit buff and I don't have to worry about it. Because it's a crit buff. Crit buff is really strong. Big between the eyes. We can get slice and dice refreshed, which we'll spend the calm points into. Let's say we did want to reroll, right? For whatever reason. Now we got Grey Melee. This is the only time where you actually don't have an extra buff. Because this gives you leech, and it does make it so when you finishers, you do never have to refresh slice and dice. So I can have slice and dice go from 30-second CD to a 50-second duration. Or I can maybe even break a minute. Almost have it break a minute. Broke him 2 minutes. With this one, you'll probably want to re-roll as soon as you can, but you won't have to worry about slicing this for a while now. You have a slicing this for a whole minute plus. So now I'm going to go for Skull and Crossbones. I'm just going through my rotation. You know, just trying to get my finishes in. I'm trying to look for maybe a re-roll. Killing sprees if we have no cooldowns. Skull and Crossbones is okay buff. Not the best. I would say crit buff is probably one of the better ones. Broadside is one of the better ones for damage. So we got ourselves the energy. Crit buff back up. Don't have to worry about slicing this at all, because you know what? We had that other buff where we got finishes in. So in a sense, like, you don't have to worry or fret about like, oh, I don't have the right buff. It's fine. You'll get the buff you want eventually. You have good buffs right now. You can't always be rolling until the perfect bestest buff with Outlaw, because that's what people hate. They just hate rolling forever and ever and ever. Let's say I'm a reroll, even though that buff was good. Oh, we got this buff. Hey, I don't have to spend globals into slice and dice. I can spend more globals into finishers, which is what most people that play Outlaw that don't like their RNG playstyle want anyway. You want to spend more time into finishers, so now you might as well. It extends your slice and dice, so you don't have to worry about it later. You're buying yourself better, longer slice and dices by kind of doing a 2-for-1 wrap combo, Chalupa Supreme here with slice and dice and grand melee. You're spending a common point into a run through or dispatch, and you're getting slice and dice back up faster. Nothing wrong about that, right? It's like the biggest value, dude. It's like a Walmart value of a buff. And we're gonna keep doing this until we can reroll another buff. Hey, we gotta back up. That's unlucky. But hey, we're still spending globals into just doing as much damage as we can, right? So far, we didn't have to worry about, oh, we need to build calm points, we roll into a bad buff. That whole time, we weren't spending calm points to roll into a bad buff. The whole time, we were sinking those calm points into dispatches that are helping us do extra damage. So we're still doing damage, maybe not nearly as high, but the damage between like optimal buff and non-optimal, I think, is going to be a lot smaller. And then we got ourselves a really good buff. We're going to get ourselves between the eyes, pop it off, hoping for crits. Crits do more damage because between the eyes is going to be a debuffer similar to like a Colossus Smash, a warrior. Do as much damage as we can. Killing spree. We're hitting with a Covenant ability. Trying to do as much damage, and we have a whole minute left of slice and dice. We don't have to reroll nothing. Don't worry about rerolling. We got Shark buff coming off in just a bit. We could just wait with that shark buff until the very last second. Disappeared somehow. I didn't see it disappear there for a second, but it looked like it disappeared at the 3-second mark. We got ourselves a buff. What are we doing? Do we repress license? No, we're still spending globals into doing damage. We're still spending globals into dispatches. We're still doing damage, trying to see if we might be able to get our roll the bones back up. We don't have to worry about slice and dice. That whole time slice and dice has been consistently there. Because in a moment right now when you play Outlaw, you don't always have Grand Melee as a buff, right? Right now we got Grand Melee and that'll be your auto attack buff. You don't always have that as a buff. It is not always present. So this gives you. So imagine if Outlaw were to have Grand Melee now all the time, no matter what buff you had. That would be quite a significant amount of extra auto attack damage. Yeah. I mean, your between the eyes are going to do quite a bit of damage. Your dispatches are going to do a bit of damage too. Your pistol shots are going to do a bit of damage. But having that auto attack buff constantly there, constantly giving it the extra auto attack speed, that's better for energy management because you have more attacks, more offhand attacks in order to give you the combat potency buff. I think overall it's going to work out. I think overall, maybe I'm being naive here. Maybe it's my naivete speaking out, but I think it's going to work out. Honestly. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think it's going to be better. If you think there's a specific buff that you think should be reworked or anything specific, I'd like to hear some ideas, but I think so far we've been pretty decent. I do wonder if Blizzard were to make a blue post about rogues, what would they change? I think it would be assassination changes, if anything. Because I feel like subtlety is pretty good. We do have some talents that we're missing for both Outlaw and Sub, but it's not a big issue because the specs actually have a focus and playstyle to it. Well, slice and dice at 1 minute, you might as well make it a passive buff. Well, yes and no, but it only depends on the buff, you know what I mean? But I understand what you mean. Slice and dice, and Wrath of the Lich King, cut to the chase, refers to slice and dice, spending common points. Wasn't it back for Assas though? Could be wrong. What do you think about Blood of the Enemy change to be? Yeah, so Blood of the Enemy, but Between the Eyes not being a kidney shot is weird. However, Between the Eyes becomes Blood of the Enemy, like a light version of it, and I'm okay with that. It's going to be a lot better for sustained damage. It's going to give Outlaw Rogues a window to do single target damage, lots of it, especially crit focus, and we also play really well with crits because of our buffs anyway. So I'm okay with it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to let us play with like Mark for Death and stuff like that in PvP, and we'll have Kidney Shot back, which we don't have to worry about like 1 less second of a stun thing or whatever, which I'm fine because we also get wound poison on top of it too. So I'm okay with it. I think it's gonna be alright. Outlaw CD really OP because decreased when you spend CP. True. But that's where the long ass cooldown, it's like 2 minutes. It was mutilate, it just seemed like, hey, we brought back a kind of talent. Yeah, maybe if Blizzard were to add that as a talent, I think that could be a good idea to bring it back. For a CD, 1 minute, 1 minute, last 1 minute. What? 1 minute for slice and dice? No, I think it's fine because Outlaw is like this wacky buff filled spec. I think it's fine if you get like, because like Grand Melee gotta give you something, right? If they're making Grand Melee only a buff where it's like you gain leech, but also making it so you spend less globals into refresh and slice and dices, I think it's a nice trade-off. It's not the biggest buff ever, but it's a nice trade-off. So if Outlaw does get a ridiculously long slice and dices, well, that means you just got a lot of Grand Melees, and if the game is gonna throw you Grand Melees, you might as well take advantage of it, right? What's up, D? What's up, Miguel? Is that how you say it? How you doing, my man? We got big updates for classes in the alpha. Not in-game yet, but going through shorthand with you about it. We have ourselves a Wait, I only have this here. Okay. So, long story short, Shaman changes. Elemental is going to be a little bit more consistent. Fire Elemental is going to buff up the playstyle with your Flame Shocks. Lightning Bolts are going to give you guaranteed procs for a bigger Fulmination Earth Shocks. Your Chain Lightnings are going to give you a bigger Seismic Thunder procs for your big Earthquakes. Earthquakes are going to low damage unless they get the procs from Chain Lightning. So if you go in AoE, you'll hit them with you'll be Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, big Earthquake. Or Lightning Bolt, single target into Earth Shock. But they're not going to like intertwine between each other. It's going to be weird. So yeah. So that's about Elemental Shaman. Enhancement Shaman. Rock Biter removed. It's a waste of a global. Changed up Lava Lash and Storm Strike a little bit to be more consistent. Shorter cooldown, longer cooldown for certain abilities. Shocks are going to be more important as a filler instead of using Rock Biter for ability. Cool talent changes overall that are going to make it a little more consistent. Searing Totem gone for all Shamans, but it didn't really do anything, and there was no talents that played with Searing Totem really anyway. So they were like, it's kind of a... like it's an ability that people feel like they need to maintain at all times, but it doesn't do enough damage and nothing really plays into it, and it just kind of feels like a waste of a global. So they're removing it for now. They'll see how it works, but they're doing a bunch of reworks for Enhancement Shamans. Wind Fury Totem has a bigger radius. When you build up Maelstrom, those abilities Maelstrommed up do more damage. You can have up to 10 stacks of Maelstrom, so if you're overcapping, you don't have to worry about overcapping and instantly spending for lightning bolts or nothing like that. Yeah, shocks are also have cooldowns reduced with haste. Talent changed because of Rock Bottom not being there, so now this ability is going to work with shocks. Fire Nova is back as a talent, so that's really, really cool. Mages, Double Shimmer is back. Fire Mages are getting some new talent changes. Focus Magic is a talent that's on the same row as a Runa Power, and Incantress Flow is now going to not only give you ally 5% crit, but every time they crit, it gives you crit percent chance, but also stacking intellect buff up to 8 stacks. So if you're given an ally a buff so they crit more likely, they're going to be able to give you intellect buff back. So if you decide to play this like playstyle with allies, you'll at least gain something out of it instead of just crit. So it should be more competitive. Shaman has a 25-second recharge instead of 20, but 2 charges are back. But they might buff the other talents in a row if they're not as competitive. Electricity Fury now also increases the damage of a Pyro Blast or Flame Strike by 35, so you might be able to breath to a big old Pyro at the enemy in PvP, or big old Flame Strike in AoE, actually make it pretty good. Unholy Death Knights, not really much. Ruin Trap is obviously needed to make it easier for tanks, and Outbreak now lasts a little longer. The dot, Whirling Plague for Unholy, and more likely to spread. That's just small things. Affliction Warlocks, huge changes. Fell Domination is going to be ability. You pop it, next summon is instant. Then 3-minute cooldown. They removed Doom, give it back to Demonology. They added Curse of Exhaustion, so you can get a slow on things. This is going to be cool. Affliction, you can UA multiple targets now, so you don't have to just UA one target. Certain abilities and talents have become baseline, like Shadow's Embrace, where a Shadow Bolt puts a debuff on an enemy. That's a baseline. Writhe and Agony trade becomes a talent too, baked into the Agony talent. Inevitable Demise comes back as a talent as well. Nightfall procs more often. Deathbolt is a PvP talent now, but does a shitload of more damage. Tongue-Tied, which is a weird talent that never really banned out, is now Howl of Terror. That's back. 45-second cooldown, 1.5-second cast, but it'll fear anybody around you for 20 seconds. So if you can get a bunch of enemies together and Howl of Terror them, but you will have a cast time, so it won't be like instant or anything like that. Dark Hall is a new talent in place of Shadow's Embrace, where you can either go for Haunt or the Sacrifice Pet, or you can have a shorter cooldown for your Dark Glare, so you can have it up more often. For like dot-based playstyle. PvP talent Soul Shatter got a little bit better. Deathbolt now does, instead of 20% dot damage, 60% of remaining dot damage. So it's a big nuke. Has a 0.5-second cast time and a 45-second cooldown, and it travels slowly, but you can see it from a mile away. Amplified Curse is going to be a little bit better or something, but overall, really good changes for Warlocks, mages in general, and I'm really happy about the Shaman changes. There might be more changes sometime soonish. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this is all the ones we have so far. Probably going to be some more popping out at a later time. That's a long story short. Ladder Protector removed from Prop Paladin, bad move. Isn't Ladder Protector the heal? Light of the Protector. It's not the basic heal. Light of the Protector. Is that it? Yeah, it's the heal. No, well, yes, it's removed, but now instead of using Ladder Protector, you'll use Word of Glory. Yeah, now you use Word of Glory. That replaces it. Word of Glory can be used on yourself, and if you use it on yourself, it'll heal for a bunch. Or you can use it on an ally, and it won't heal for nearly as much, but it'll still do a bit of healing, unless you talent into it. Also, the way you get Word of Glory stacks, it'll cost Holy Power now, but using Judgments reduces the cost of this ability by 1 Holy Power per Judgment, so if you get 3 Judgments back to back, then you can use Word of Glory on yourself free. And you should be using it most of the times free, as you'll use most of your Holy Power into Shield of Righteous to keep up a defensive. This is about Focus Magic and Shadow Priest in a raid. Yeah, no, they didn't remove it. They removed the Light of Protector ability, but Word of Glory takes up its equivalence, but also has the freedom to be able to heal allies, not just yourself. And I think if you talent into it, you can do more healing for allies if you want to, but you can still heal allies even without the talent, is what I'm saying. Like, it's actually better in my opinion. But maybe you were like, yo, Light of Protector, fucking Chad. Word of Glory, fucking sad. And, you know, well, I guess you'll just play with Word of Glory now, dude. The sad boy Word of Glory. Focus Magic on Shadow Priest in the raid. Yeah, so I now think mages are actually going to want to reuse Focus Magic in Shadow raids. They're given a healer more healing chance. It's going to be kind of cool. So they're more likely to crit, or on a Destro Warlock with crit, so the Chaos Bolts hit harder. And the Chaos Bolts Warlock is going to give intellect for the mage, as long as they cast spells and crit. So that could be really good for the mage. I like that change. Like, its ability is there to help your allies, but it just wasn't nearly as competitive and good compared to the others in a row, and now it's gonna be. I'm actually super happy about these changes. Massive, massive buffs for classes, in my opinion. Looking really, really good. I'm very happy about the Affliction Warlock, Shaman stuff, as well as Mage. Man, I cannot wait to test them out. Hopefully it'll be available sometime soon. What's that, big break? Yeah. Yeah. Heal. What? Word of Protector or Word of Glory? So Word of Glory, I mean, it'll do the same thing. Yeah, so it's gone as in name, but it's not gone in utility. Just another ability to replace in it. You know what I mean? But yeah. Alrighty, boys. I think I'm gonna be done here. It's 7:25. I gotta get some food, and I got a raid later tonight. So I thank you guys so much for coming by. Tomorrow is a day off. If tomorrow we got a big build in the alpha, I might stream it, but we'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. But Friday 5-5-1 duels, Saturday 5-5-1 duels. I'm gonna be gone for now. King, would you consider doing a vid on Torghast run as alien Shaman or Balance Druid sometime? Yeah, Balance Druid I've down. I think I've done a run on a Shaman before. I guess you could do one on Ellie. I haven't done one on Ellie. I'll enjoy the enhanced Sham and Pally runs. Yeah, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I'll need to think about it. I think probably do those runs like when there's not a lot of stuff happening on the alpha. Because right now with this updates, oh, that's a lot of stuff to cover for classes. You know what I mean? Huge changes. Yeah, I really want FM when you're playing your Shadow Priest. I don't know what FM is. Focus Magic when I'm playing my Shadow Priest. Well, I won't play Shadow Priest in the first place. Not looking all that good in alpha right now. But yeah, maybe like back in the day they used to, back in like what, BC or whatever, you used to do that with them. Maybe Wrath. Yeah, they're not looking super good right now though. But thank you guys so much for coming by. I'm gonna be gone. See you guys all Friday for 5-5-1 duels, Saturday for 5-5-1 duels, and maybe tomorrow is a day out, but maybe tomorrow if there's like a big old update for alpha. Yeah, big buff for Affliction, super good. It looks actually great. You guys have a good one. I'll see you boys next time. Peace.
Yeah.